Welcome back, everybody. First episode of the brand new year, 2023. We made it. I'm your host, Brian. This sounds very weird. I never hosted ever in 300 and some shows. But with me, as always, is my co host, Lance, Philip, and Nez. What's up, guys?
Yo,
All right.
yep.
Before we get into our best and worst of the year, I guess we're going to do a cool little week real quick. So, who wants to start us
Okay.
off? I think, Phil, you had a couple.
Yeah. I'll start off. Most of the shit that I watched this week was just trying to fill in the spots on my list. But
Right.
we just watched a crime drama because my wife is into that kind of shit, and so it was a movie that we could watch together. It's called Dark Places. It's got Charlize Theron. You guys ever seen that? It's got a lot of fucking people in it.
Is it
Didn't
a new
like
one or an old one?
Something happened in her past or something when she was
Yes.
a kid. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen
like
that.
she was the only survivor of a massacre. Or like her family got massacred, and her brother's in jail for it.
Okay.
And then, mystery ensues. And
Dark
then,
Places. Okay.
it was actually pretty good. It's an A24 movie, and
Really?
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some plot holes and shit in there that I'm not quite getting, but it's still pretty good. And she also had turned on a movie from 2014 with Dakota Fanning in it. It's called Every Secret Thing. And
haven't heard
it's
of
like
that one either.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's like one of those the baby gets kidnapped and they have to find the kidnapper, and that one's got a bunch of people in it too. It's got Dakota Fanning, Elizabeth Banks is the detective,
Okay.
and it's got the fat girl from Bird Box.
Ah,
The fat
Not
chick
bad.
from Bird Box. Okay. Sure.
Pretty solid movie if you like that kind
Alright.
of thing. That real slow build crime drama thing. That's what we were into today. So those are my cool of the weeks, and I don't
Alright.
want to spoil anything else, but we'll get to those.
Nice.
For our big listeners, I'm a big guy, so I'm all right with that comment.
Hey, it's descriptive. It wasn't insulting.
Right. What about you, Nez?
I just seen what the hell was it called? I Want to Dance with Somebody yesterday.
the Whitney
Ah,
Houston
okay.
movie.
That Whitney Houston biopic.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the young woman that played Whitney Houston, but I thought she did a really good job. From what I understood, she sung like 5% of it, but the rest was
Okay.
all lip syncing of the Whitney tracks.
Whitney.
That's
it's-
probably the right way to go.
It took me a minute to, because she didn't look like Whitney Houston. So
I got you.
No,
It-
she doesn't.
it took me a minute. After maybe about 30, 40 minutes in, I was kind of like, all right, it was 2.5 hours. I didn't realize how long
Damn.
it was going to be, but it drug a little in some parts, but overall it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to get out and see that, just to see if it would end up on my list or not. And
Sure.
but it was a good movie. The movie, it's like everything just jammed together in 2.5 hours. They didn't really go into a lot of stuff. They didn't go into any of the reality TV show stuff. It was just like her beginning, which I don't know if you guys know the story of her, the stuff that she did in her earlier life. I had no idea that happened. She had a relationship with another woman that I didn't know about.
Oh.
That stayed with her whole music career. Well, as a
Okay.
friend, they were in a relationship, then business, and all the way to the end. So I thought that was really cool. I don't really, the only one I knew in the movie was Stanley Tucci. I think that's how you say his name. He was the only one
Okay.
that I knew that was in it. I didn't recognize anybody else. And the guy that played Bobby Brown did not look like Bobby Brown.
I saw Bobby Brown last night. He was on one of the
Real Bobby Brown.
New Year's Eve things with New Edition.
Oh Lord.
Oh, man, I miss that. I miss Duran Duran. I miss New Kids on the
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah. They were playing some Belle Biv DeVoe shit.
That's what I
Jesus
would like to
Christ.
see, because my friend went and saw it, it was new. It was just New Edition, but then they played everybody's hits, Bobby Brown's hits,
Sure.
BBD and Johnny Gill
All right.
and Ralph T. I think that was his name. They played all their hits that they had, and I was like, damn, I should have went to that. But the movie was really good. I love Dolly Parton's "I'll Always Love You Forever." To me, that's the track. I never really cared for Whitney's version, but when she sang it in this movie, I don't know what it was. Maybe just the whole emotional. I am a Whitney Houston fan. I was sitting there, and then just I don't know, tears were coming out of my eyes. I was like, man, what's happening? But
Right. Yeah,
it was really
emotional.
good. When the movie was over, I did listen to that track when I was driving home. I didn't really care for The Bodyguard, but they dabbled in what they could in the movie, and the whole drug thing. I didn't know she was only 48 when she passed.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, damn, she was like young still.
Yeah, I
so
felt like she was older than that.
Could've
yeah.
done
When
a
did she
lot more.
die?
Um,
Wasn't that
The
long ago,
90s,
was it?
early
no,
2000s.
it was in the 2000s.
Was it
Okay.
the 2000s? I feel
Yeah,
like it was
Yeah.
just like
all
not
the-
that long
right
ago.
now.
All the drug stuff that she was none of it. Nothing. We all know she passed, and we know she had a troubled life with drugs and everything.
Right.
I was blaming Bobby Brown for all that,
Yeah.
but in this story, she had said that the drug stuff was there before him.
2012.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
long,
All
10
right.
years
I
ago.
thought it
10
was before
fucking
that.
years ago, man.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
seems like it was just. I feel like it was just a couple years ago.
Yeah. To me, it feels longer for some
Yeah.
reason. So just
Yeah.
you never know.
But it was a really good movie. I mean, if you guys are Whitney fans, definitely go check it out and bring your tissue. It was good to hear all. I just totally forgot on how many hits that she had. They only focused on
Oh,
the
yeah.
big hits. I mean, she had a
Right.
ton of. I didn't realize she only did like a few albums. I thought she had like hell
Yeah.
albums, but she didn't.
Mhm.
She didn't do much. But she is down in music history and everything. I don't know if she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or anything, but I definitely think they should put her in there. I know
Once you
Rock
get
and Roll
there.
Hall of Fame is a touchy subject with some musicians and everything.
Yeah. Because what is rock and roll actually, right?
Yeah, on who's in there and this and that, but
Well,
I mean,
but yeah, if you're gonna put down the greats, at the end of the day, a lot of the music sort of blends together anyway. And if you're gonna put down the
True.
greats, Whitney Houston
so
belongs
but
there.
yeah, she belongs in there. If she's not already, I don't really keep up with that stuff, but but yeah, that was a really good movie. Again, if you guys want to go see it, just prepare. It's 2.5 hours, which I didn't realize
Right.
it.
A lot of movies are longer these days.
I drank my soda too fast, so I was like kind
Uh
of at the end.
Suffering.
And I didn't want to get, because when the credits were rolling, they were showing pictures of her.
Right.
So I was standing in the back of the theater, like, come on.
you were dancing. You were dancing
Yeah,
with somebody, weren't you?
I was dancing in the back. So, but yeah, it was an awesome film. I really loved it.
Nice.
Cool.
Brian, you want to go last or
I ain't got nothing.
not enough?
Yeah, I secured my list. So I just been watching stupid
Okay.
shit on YouTube. Like,
All right, so I'll
It's
put
like-
that down. Stupid shit on YouTube.
yep, all these like YouTube basketball players. There's one out of Dallas.
Uh-huh.
He's like super funny. His channel's not so Air Jordan.
Okay, let's do that one. Not so Air Jordan.
Are
You
they
ever
like
see that-
street players or what?
Yeah, well, he straight tells you the highest level of basketball he's ever, or competitive basketball he's ever played was middle school.
Okay.
And he goes to like these rec league games or
Uh-huh.
actual rec courts to play,
Right.
and he dresses like ridiculous, like do-rag, crazy outfit, crazy colors, and he just talks shit the entire game. To where you're just kind of waiting for somebody to punch the shit out of him.
Right. Hasn't happened yet.
There's been times where it looks like it's going to happen, but they know that they're being filmed, so they don't want to like take it too far.
Right.
But he's fucking ridiculous, and the times where he's about to get hit is his kind of jokes are a little sexual. Sexual nature. So Yeah, he's pretty hilarious, and yeah, I just been watching that, and I guess I have to do a not cool of the week because right before we got on, I got on looking through the news, and Southern rap legend Gangsta Boo from 3 6 Mafia found dead this morning.
Oh,
Oh,
I saw
man.
that.
Teen
Yeah,
Houston.
she's from Memphis,
Memphis. Okay.
but everybody knows 3 6 Mafia. So
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
she
Academy
was,
Award winners. 3
yeah,
6
she was basically gangster rap for the ladies, especially in the South. You know, not many were doing it, and she was like a pioneer, and it was just kind of crazy. You know, we're already starting 2023 like that. So
Yeah, first thing on the first
Yeah.
day of the year.
so she is a legend. She will be remembered. So condolences to her family. But yeah, I've got nothing. I just had a couple movies I needed to watch to see if it was going to make one of my lists or not, and we'll get to that later.
All
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Really
that
quick,
not so Air
speaking-
Jordan sounds fun.
Speaking of YouTube or whatever, of social media basketball players, do you ever watch Never Miss Allie?
No,
She's this young chick. I think she's in LA.
Is she the
And-
Asian chick?
I think she's Mexican. I'm not really
Oh.
sure.
you know what? Now I think I know what you're talking about.
I've seen a YouTube video of some Asian chick who like keeps doing stupid little tricks, and they're always like spot on perfect.
I think the one Nez you're talking about, she plays in these like competitive like street balls. Yeah, I know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay, okay, okay. Cool.
Man, she's hella good, and she never misses. I mean, she'll bet you, here, I'll give you $500 if you can make this shot or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Or she'll go to like Sneaker Con. Here, I'll bet
Uh-huh.
you whatever shoes you're wearing that I can make this shot. And guys
she
go,
makes
all
it.
right. And guys I don't know if they're set up or anything, but she makes these little shots,
Uh-huh.
and they have to give up their shoes or whatever, or cough up money. I mean,
Sounds a little premeditated, but you never
Yeah.
know.
I know.
yeah, but she makes all these shots, so it's not like she's.
There are
No.
videos like that though. I've seen this one kid. His name is Tristan Jass. He's another YouTube basketball player. He didn't bet the guy, but the crowd bet the guy. Basically, if you lose, you have to give us your shoes and
Right?
whatever basketball accessories you're wearing.
Okay.
And basically, he left. Luckily, they let him keep his shorts.
Other than that, he walked out naked.
Yeah,
So
I got
this-
into a lot of the professor videos. The
Yeah?
little
Yeah,
white dude from And One.
He pops up in all these people's videos.
Oh,
Is
does he?
Yeah.
Is he the Spider-Man guy?
No, that's a different guy.
That's a different guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all from like the and one basketball days.
Yeah. But he was also in that Adam Sandler movie,
Yeah.
the basketball one that he did, and so that's kind of where
Okay.
I found him. And although I do remember him from the And One days vaguely.
Yeah, he's
And,
he's still doing his thing on YouTube.
Yeah, he like dresses up like a nerd and like pocket protector, fucking big old
Yeah.
taped up glasses and everything, and shows up on
Right.
the court and just schools people. It's funny.
That's hilarious, man.
There's a tall guy like that. I think he's down in Venice, and he's always down there. Hey, can I play? And high shorts, pocket protector, glasses.
Oh
and
yeah,
it just
yeah. He ropes
works
him in.
everyone. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
those are some rough courts there.
yeah,
Venice.
I'm like, you don't see this guy coming? I'm like, come on.
Well, you
There's
would know
another-
him if you saw him.
Yeah, there's another dude in Brooklyn. He looks like a homeless guy.
Okay. Oh,
He-
come on.
He's like, he'll be standing on the other side of the fence out on the sidewalk. Here, I'll bet you I'll make this shot. I'll make this shot. And everyone's like, all right. And then he just over the fence, hella far, whoop, right in the hoop.
Right in there. Man, they ought to be playing pro ball.
Fucking basketball YouTube, cool of the week. They got some
Alright.
good stuff.
Yeah. Got a conversation going there.
All right, Lance.
Oh yeah, well, I got a not so cool of the week. I don't know what everybody sees in this show. Little show that I like to call. I've called it and chore because it's a chore to get through, and I've called it and bore, but I think it's called Andor. You've
What are
seen
you
this
talking
one,
about?
right,
That
Lance?
show's hella good.
That's what everybody
sure
says.
have.
I don't get it.
You're
I
like
saw
the
that.
only. You're like the
Man.
only one.
Dude, I was watching one episode and I didn't even realize till halfway through it I had already fucking seen the episode.
It's a slow soap opera.
Slow soap opera, nothing. It's nothing but goddamn fucking imperial politics and shit.
That's
Like
Ah.
people
what it
wearing
is.
three-piece suits going to argue their case in the front of the council and shit.
This
You
There's
is
like
politics.
one good episode. There was one good episode, the one Andy Serkis was in with him, where they, well, I'm not gonna do a spoiler alert, but there was one action-packed episode out of the whole fucking series.
there
I
didn't
guess
need
so.
to be action in this. This is just the beginning of it because we're getting another season.
Yeah, well,
And
I
I
mean,
mean,
they may or may not keep me.
there's no Jedi. There's no this and that. This is the beginning
Yeah.
of him becoming who he is before he meets his demise in Rogue One.
Wow.
I mean, that's
So,
what's good
Lance-
about this show.
When that Acolytes show comes out, are you going to be mad
Yeah.
because there's no good guys in it because it's mostly about the dark side?
That actually might be kind of interesting. I'm sort of looking forward to that one, actually. So
But
we'll
they're
see
like
how it goes.
Force users and shit,
So-
right? That's
Somebody will show up that's going to
Yeah.
be good in that one. In this one, it's almost like everybody's good. It's like there's so goddamn many characters in this show that are, like spies or plotting against the Empire. You're like, how the fuck did the Empire last as long as it did?
You should like that because you love The Walking Dead and there's so many goddamn characters in that movie,
That's
show.
true. That's
that
a
done
good
with?
point. That's a good
Is that
point.
done?
Yeah, the show proper is done, which means I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm dropping
still like-
all the other shit.
I'm
Oh,
like 3
Lance,
seasons
Lance.
behind.
Lance is
finished.
he's all in on all 17 spinoff shows.
It's gonna be
Well,
like The Young and the Restless. The
I'm gonna
Walking
be
Dead.
like Stephen Loblad and say, well, I might check out Rick and Michonne.
I just think it makes no sense you announce these shows before the show ends. They're just kind of telling you who survives and
Oh, and
True.
Brian, they haven't had a serious death in that show in like the last 2 seasons. No one of any consequence whatsoever has died.
well, I knew
Daryl get his own show.
Daryl's got his own show.
He's in France.
Daryl in
Negan,
France.
Negan and Maggie are in New York
Come
How the
from
fuck did he
France.
get
Uh-huh.
to France?
on
I
his
feel like we've
motorcycle.
had this conversation, but still.
That's a great question. How did he
Over the
get
top.
there?
Went over the top of the world.
Yeah,
Is that what he did?
on his motorcycle. Really
It's not
fast.
melted.
Christ.
It's not melted yet.
Found a
Holy
sailboat,
fuck,
I guess.
Hey, well, maybe the poles are freezing up again without any humans running emissions vehicles. So who
You guys-
knows?
Just drove a car across.
Are you guys still burning up in Texas?
It's 80 degrees today, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Bay Area is flooding, man. All that
I heard
dirty,
about that. I heard about
dirty
that.
lake water and dirty bay
Yep.
water is just flooding all the
Not
cities.
good. Not good.
So it's gonna be water
right, I'll give
down there.
I'll give a quick clue of the week, Brian. I don't know if anyone's mentioned this one yet. I don't think so. Yeah, but you guys seen Wednesday yet on Netflix?
I've seen some of it.
It's a fun little show, man. Started watching it with the wife and the granddaughter Friday, and we're almost done. 8 episodes, perfect. It's got a mystery to solve. It's going to all wrap up by the end of the season. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2, but it looks like they're gonna neatly end it in just 8 episodes, so The Walking Dead could learn something from that. But,
Scooby Doo and the gang show up for the mystery.
They do make a Scooby-Doo reference, as
Yeah.
well as some Riverdale references, going back to Tragedy Girls last week. So it is a fun show, though. If I got to have a cool of the week other than what we're talking tonight, it's going to be Wednesday.
I didn't realize Wednesday got all naked in that movie X.
Yeah.
Did she, though?
Mostly.
Yeah, she was one of them, or she was the
Well, but did they actually show anything, or they just
she was the
kinda
one that was like the
insinuate?
sound girl or
Right.
whatever, and then she
Yeah.
was like, you know what, I want to get down on film.
They showed enough for you to be kind of shocked that she's playing Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But-
these high school
Not
kids
enough
have
to
to
go,
learn.
holy shit.
Right. Well, they got to learn someday.
Oh, real quick, Nez, that Freeway 4K on Vinegar Syndrome is back in
Mhm.
stock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw Sidekicks is coming out.
Sidekicks.
Oh
yeah.
God! Oh, karate movie.
Yeah.
Finally getting a Blu-ray
Kids.
release. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Glorious 4K.
Yeah.
Norris.
Oh my God.
Now we're talking.
Rest in peace
Joe
to that kid.
Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo's in that?
Oh
He's the
man,
bad guy.
it's
Oh my God.
they
Chuck
they could make that movie
Norris.
today, but they couldn't use
Right.
the dialogue.
Well, they
With
say
Joe
the
Piscopo.
F word a lot.
No, it was like racial
The
stuff.
3-letter F
Oh,
word.
really?
Uh,
It got racial.
ay, ay, ay.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and skip headlines and trailers this week because we got a big old list to tackle. But we will throw a podcast spotlight on Homies of Horror. It's time for Horror with the Homies. Join Erica and Roshane as they break down all of your favorite and not so favorite horror films.
And
Catch
not
a
so-
new catch a new spooky filled episode every Monday. And of course, all of our intros and logos come from Steve Carlton from the Geeks. Be on the lookout for some more great stuff from him. And our original skull artwork is from Natsulani. If you'd like to help us out, please consider becoming a Patreon patron, and we'll let you pick the movies for a future show at any amount. And for $5 or more a month, also pick a commentary for a future bonus show. And go check out the website. Buy a t-shirt. They're pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, check it out. More to come. More to
Buy
come.
2.
Yeah, buy 2.
There you go.
Christmas is over, but they still make great Christmas. They make great gifts for Valentine's for your
Yeah,
love.
you got
your
a
sweetie.
significant other. Buy a coffee mug. I think you can get coffee mugs too.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody
we're
drinks coffee.
Fuck, I'm
All
gonna
right,
get a coffee
well-
mug. That's pretty cool.
This is Brian. This is your annual show you set us up with, dude. How do you want to do this? Are we going?
All right.
Hold on, wait a minute.
All right.
Hold on.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Uh
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a quick little episode of The Wrestling Returns.
Oh man.
Did you see SmackDown Friday?
I seen some clips. Are you talking about Charlotte?
No, but I'm all right with it. But
I'm not.
the
Keep
return of
giving
John
her the
Cena.
fucking John Cena with his bald spot.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that. I
his
was
big
in the
bald
pizza
spot.
restaurant. I was eating pizza, and that just happened to be wrestling on TV, and I'm like, "Is that fucking John Cena?"
Yep.
Yeah, because he's got this kind of streak, even though he's been kind of semi-retired, that he's wrestled every year, and it was like the last SmackDown of the year, so they had to squeeze him in his bald spot in there.
Do you think they're gonna lead this into WrestleMania?
Of
Roman
course.
Reigns
Of course.
and John Cena, but it was a good tag team match. John Cena.
Oh,
and-
Roman and John Cena?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Roman and if it's not Roman and The Rock, it's going to be Roman and Sami Zayn.
Yeah. I just want to bring back Hulk Hogan while they're at it.
Oh man, I mean, no, I'd rather. We've already seen Roman
wheelchair.
and Cena, but
In
I'd
his
like to see
wheelchair.
that again. But I don't know. We'll
I thought
see.
you were going to bring up Charlotte and that bullshit. Every time she comes back, they slap the belt on her
We've said that
Flair.
before.
Because
We've
her last
said
name
that.
is Flair.
We've said that so many times. Should
can-
disappear, come
She
back,
can leave
and
a year
win.
and win the belt in the same night.
Yeah, man. She went and got married and went all over the world. Came back one night, won.
Because you know she's in the back going like, I'm going to win the title when I come back, or else
Or I'm
I
not coming
might
back.
sign to one of these other companies when my contract's
Uh-oh.
up. They're going to be like, no, we got to keep the legacy of the Flair name here. And thought you were going to bring up your girl Sasha. I mean, Mercedes Bernardo. She can't use that Sasha name no more.
Yeah, I'm all for that, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Well, she's going to be in New Japan.
Yeah, I've seen some of that, so that's cool. But I'm all about Sarah Logan right now. Come on, she needs that belt. We'll
Stealing
see.
gimmicks.
Yeah, we need to see that belt on her. They just did her dirty the last time around. All right.
All right. We are going to go round robin, and we are going to start with our favorite TV series or show of the year.
All right.
So if you got any honorable mentions, throw them out before your favorite show of the year, and we are going to go with you, Lance, first.
All right. Well, it was
I
an
know it's
easy
not going to
one.
be Andor.
No, it was an easy one for me this year. This was the first non-Flanagan one in a little while because, frankly, I tapped out of the Midnight Club, guys.
Yeah.
Little too young adult for me, man. It's not on par with his other stuff. But for me, I take a television series that wears its humor on its sleeve. It wears all of its accolades from prior films, bringing back every single fucking character, managing to bring every fucking character back from the original movies. Not just bringing them back, but getting the original actual actors, including one particular one who wouldn't give us a soundbite unless we bought an autograph, and that motherfucker's in this as well. And they're bringing back people from every single movie in the franchise. Of course, I'm talking about Chucky. Far and away, Chucky season 2. I didn't think it was going to beat season 1. Season 1 was fucking phenomenal, but the only thing that was missing was putting Chucky and letting him sneak into a Catholic religious school. And once you did that, man, all bets were off, dude. But this knows exactly what it is. It doesn't try to be too serious, and it's got lots of great gore in it. There's one episode where Chucky was doing like a little sitcom part where he was interviewing a wrestler. And I don't know if you guys, y'all know this particular female wrestler that he was interviewing?
That was Brian's girl.
Okay.
Liv Morgan?
She didn't have her blue tongue.
All right.
I don't remember.
Well, this show knows this show knows exactly what it is.
Cut that part out.
The way I know that this show knows exactly what it is because Chucky literally said, "They allow me 5 F-bombs an episode, and I've only said it once. So fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh, and fuck you." What a great show, man. Loved every minute of it. Chucky.
All right. Phil?
Yeah, I'll jump in. Man, top TV show is tough because there's been some really good ones. I'll give a few shout outs because it was hard to pick my favorite. House of the Dragon was fucking fantastic.
Okay.
I liked it. I finally got around to watching White Lotus and binged the shit out of that. It's pretty good.
I heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's well done. I don't know really what it's about, but it's, you know what I mean? They just sort of go.
I just know it has Stifler's mom in it.
Yes.
Yes, in both seasons. She's the one recurring character, right?
Yeah. And let's see. The Boys was great this year.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The Baby was a lot of fun.
Never saw it. Brian, you talked about it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Ozark came to its final conclusion, so that was awesome. Under the Banner of Heaven was really fucking cool. It's the Mormon one with
Spider-Man.
Yeah, with Spider-Man in it. Good fucking series. But I think that my tops is gonna have to go to Peacemaker.
Oh, that was really in the running for me too, man.
Yeah, it didn't click that it was 2022, and as soon as I saw that it was, I was like, oh, well, that's the obvious number one. That show was fantastic. I loved it.
Might be one of the only holdovers in the new DC.
Sure.
Peacemaker.
I hope you kind of have to keep going with that show. It was it was so great and so different.
But you gotta fix the bald spot, John. Once you see it, you can't stop looking at it.
Just get that spray and
yeah,
the black,
shave it off,
get
man.
Some of that black spray paint.
Or keep that helmet on.
He's got that new movie star slick back hair now.
I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed.
But then when he turns around and the camera's facing back, you clearly see the bald spot. So I mean,
come on,
the
man.
spray-on thing would work, but not when you're wrestling.
Just shave it. Except he sort of would look like Kurt Angle at that point, I guess.
That's a good pick, Philip. That's another show that definitely knows exactly what it is.
Yes, and they exploit it.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nez.
I'm gonna stay away from my other list. Go listen to the E Society, but we already dropped this episode, so I'm gonna go with Werewolf by Night. It was
Nice. Good
a
pick.
one-off on Disney Plus. Dude,
yeah.
that movie was for that show, movie, whatever it
Mhm.
was. It was fucking awesome. Go and listen to our East Society. We just dropped top 10
Disney.
Disney Plus and slash HBO Max because Peacemaker slid in there.
Okay.
And then our top comic book movies. But Werewolf by Night, I wasn't expecting much. I didn't really pay attention to the trailer, and then when it came on, when we did it for 31 days of horror, and Man Thing came on the screen, I was fucking just. I love Man Thing. I've loved Man Thing since I was a little kid, and we finally got a good version. We had that crappy Sci-Fi Channel movie, which was enough for me. It was Man Thing, but I don't think
Stan Lee's Man Thing.
Yeah, he doesn't
I didn't
get.
see that.
Sounds weird to say Stan Lee's Man Thing.
Yikes.
He doesn't get enough justice on the screen. So to see him come on there, and I was just blown away. I grew up watching the Universal horror monsters, and it was all that. This show just paid homage to all the old black and white stuff, and the CGI was it the greatest? It was for the TV show, but Man Thing, I think they put more time into that. That looked really awesome. There was a guy in a suit, from what I understood, but I think it was all a suit and then CGI on top of him.
Okay.
But it was good. It was really good. I want more of it. It was only just 45 minutes of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was really good, man. I was surprised on how much they did in it. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be just balls out, blood and guts, but they gave you just enough to go awesome. Give me more of this. So I don't know if we are. I did like those little one shots they did. The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, that was awesome. That was awesome too. But yeah, Werewolf by Night, that one stuck out to me the most, mainly because of Man Thing. And yeah, that was awesome. If you guys listen to this, haven't seen it, and you have Disney Plus, check it out.
All right. As everybody knows, I'm a person that starts many shows, but finishes very few of them. I don't know. I just kind of get lost with so many shows. It's just too many.
Yeah,
it's too many to remember where last one I'm left off on. So
well, fuck, dude, you're watching all that MMA and wrestling and fuck, dude. Anytime we watch a movie, you watch every single one. Like Hellraiser, you watched every Hellraiser movie. I guess you do it so we don't have to.
Exactly. I jump on the grenade for you guys. Especially with that Hellraiser series, it got real wonky at the end there. But as far as
grenades that we didn't even know about,
they're like go listen to me and let's talk about Amityville Christmas Vacation.
Oh.
My runner-up, I'm gonna have to give it to Stranger Things because I was really worried about the show having that long of a layoff, with the pandemic and kind of just late filming and rewrites, but I think they kind of put out one of the best seasons in my opinion.
Speaking of Stranger Things, I scored one of these.
That's it. Okay.
Is that Winona?
No, it's Eddie.
Yeah.
But this
looks like Winona.
This was a knockoff one from China.
Oh wow!
No wonder it looks like Winona.
It's the mold from the one that was in Target, but if you really know these boxes, if you can compare the knockoff ones to the regular, like the real version, you can see that the lettering is off a little and the coloring isn't so dark. But I couldn't get a hold of a real one, but plus I don't want to pay that price that those guys are selling them for. But this was only $15, and it took like two months. Took like 2 months to get here, but I really love that character and on the show and everything, and of course him playing Master of Puppets was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need this. I don't care if it's a knockoff, but I'm glad that I have it because the mold it looks legit. if it's just on the shelf. But if you go up,
Yeah.
if you're a pop expert and you examine it, you're gonna go, hey, wait a minute. But I don't care. I just wanted it.
Something's amiss here.
I just wanted it. I'm glad I got it.
Another British actor doing a better American accent than an American actor doing a British accent.
Yeah, you see that a lot.
Oh, did not realize that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Master of Puppets thing might be the most epic all year.
Yeah. So my favorite TV series, I'm gonna have to go with Cobra Kai again.
I haven't even gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Did not disappoint. It's fucking ridiculous. They brought back more characters. They brought back another character that they didn't even have to bring that character back, and they brought her back.
Same actress?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's been the same from the movies.
Very similar to what they're
She's
doing.
related to Daniel's wife, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was happy they brought back Mike Barnes. I wanted more of it,
Mhm.
of him, but it wasn't enough. Hopefully, they'll get him again
Yeah.
for the next season.
Sounds like they didn't kill him off then.
No.
Nobody dies in this.
I know. They get really hurt.
They could have. They really
get so
could have.
injured they should die.
They really could have ended the series with this season.
But they
But
didn't.
then that last little scene at the end, I was just like, okay, now you got me hooked because I want to know where this goes.
Yeah.
Next
they're good
season.
At that. They're good at that.
So, yeah, I think second year in a row I went with Cobra Kai. So
It's a good one. I should have had it on my honorable mention list.
Yeah.
See, that's a hard category.
Just don't bring Julie. We don't
Now
need
that
her.
I've wrapped, I've wrapped Endor.
she's coming.
My next.
No. She's
Julie's
pregnant
coming.
now.
You talking about the next Karate Kid?
Yeah, she's
pregnant
coming.
now.
Oh.
She's coming.
You know she is.
No,
You know
she's got
she
that
is.
other show, the Alaska
So
Daily
what?
or Daily Alaska
She
or
can do
whatever.
2 fucking TV shows, man. That's not a
No.
problem.
No, hell no. She's up in Alaska. She can't.
She's
go
gonna.
to
No, she's gonna
Atlanta.
do that. She's gonna do that stupid kick she was jumping off the rock trying to do.
It wasn't
in the
even
trailer.
her.
Man.
It doesn't. You can bring that stunt actress back too. Then.
Oh man, that movie was terrible. If you could bring anyone back, bring back Michael Ironside. He was a good character.
They might.
Bring back the monks. For no
Yeah,
damn
I'll
reason.
be
Just
out.
have
I'll be
them-
out with them. Yeah, just have them just show up.
All right.
Man.
So I'm very interested to hear this list coming up. Our bottom 10.
Yeah.
The worst of the year. The worst. If you
Isn't
got
hard.
any honorable mentions, we're
Yeah.
gonna go round robin.
Okay.
Like Lance, you're gonna do your 10, then Philip your 10, Nez,
Okay.
and go like that.
I don't have 10, but
All right.
I got 10 good ones.
Yeah, that we were just talking about that, dude. The good list was a lot more full this year than the bad list. I think
Mhm.
that's a very good thing.
Yeah, does anybody have any dishonorable mentions right now?
I've got a few.
Oh, Good Night Mommy. Oh,
Oh yeah, the remake.
Mm.
I'm not even gonna bother.
I
Why-
didn't-
Why does
didn't-
Naomi Watts do all these like remakes?
Terrible remakes.
I don't know, man. It's a paycheck. So, but I didn't care for it. I mean,
Oy.
the original one, it was a slow burn, but I liked it.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let's just see what these guys are gonna do to mess it up. And the whole movie was a mess. But nothing against any of the actors in it. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do, but
Right.
I couldn't get into it. I was like looking at my phone and everything while I was trying to get through it.
I got one. It's not really bad. It was just
Uh-huh.
like Nez said, it was boring and it just was kind of
Right.
disappointing because it was getting a lot of hype, and that was The Watcher.
Yeah, what was up with
Oh
that?
yeah, I was disappointed, man.
It was shot good. It was
Very
acted good.
disappointed. Yeah, no,
But,
you
it, but
can't
it was,
put your
it was a
finger on it.
storyline and a plot that you've seen
Right.
100 times over.
I know. And no twist, man. You knew exactly
No.
what was coming from the
Yeah.
beginning.
So I
Didn't
was
they
a
have a
little,
series called The Watcher too?
that's
think
no,
so.
that's pretty good on Netflix.
Okay. Not
True
that one.
story. Based on true story.
Yeah.
No, the I think it's not called The Watcher. It's just Watcher. It has the
Watcher.
chick from It Follows.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
From the gas. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really interested in watching it because I kept hearing this buzz about it, and I even go to Skater Ned's podcast network and listen to ESP Shorts.
Yeah.
The director Chloe Akuno, I did her short film Slut, and I was like, okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I like what she did in there, so that made me kind of even more interested. And it was just like you said, Nez, Lance, you knew everything that was going to happen because you've seen this movie over. You know, she thinks somebody's watching her.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of make the movie up as you go along after that.
Right. She should have had the I always feel like somebody's watching me.
That would have been something entertaining, but it was just, and
they could have had a montage.
And they just tried to play the whole, of course, is this person really watching her or is it in her head kind of deal? And you already knew where it was going, and that's like exactly where it went.
Rear Window and 16 million other movies, right?
Yeah. Anybody got any?
I got an honorable mention. The Bubble.
Honorable or dishonorable?
Dishonorable. The Bubble.
Oh, that's on my list.
Yeah.
The
What a
Bubble.
great movie, but it wasn't. It also wasn't really horror. I can't even really remember what happened.
Well, it was so
like-
bad. I had to put. It's a Judd Apatow movie, but it was so bad I had to put it on the list.
Yeah.
I don't think I know what this is.
Oh, dude, you don't need to. Trust me.
It's a goofy fucking movie, man.
What's her name? Nebula is in it. Goddamn.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
the one I'm talking about. It's a
They're
pretty
like
good
making
cast.
a movie during the pandemic or whatever.
Yeah, it's a good cast. It's a usually good, decent director. It's like there was no reason it should have been horrible. It's called The Bubble, a Netflix movie. It came out early in the year. It's what's her name? Fuck, man, Karen Gillan, right?
Yeah.
Boy,
Nebula.
she's bad in this. Woo, rough.
And you know what? I really like her as an actress. I think she
I do
picks
too.
bad
Normally.
movies to be in.
Lately, she
Yeah.
has. Lately, she
I mean,
has.
you got to work, I guess.
I guess, man. Speaking of dishonorable mentions, that's the only one you got, Phil?
That's the only dishonorable. I had a hard time
All right.
coming up with my bottom 10 list.
All right, my first dishonorable is also a Karen Gillan movie. And Jesse Pinkman was in it, so it's like, oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome. It's like they create a copy of her, and she has to kill the copy or something like that in order to, or she's dying, and that she has to battle the copy to see which one's gonna live. But this movie called Duel, have y'all seen it?
No.
With the truck?
No, Dual, Duel. It's got Karen Gillan and Jesse Pinkman in it.
Huh.
And he kind of like teaches her how to fight and stuff, and she has to like fight the copy of her. She gets like a chronic disease, right? They tell her at the hospital, you've got like, about 6 months to live or something like that. Would you like us to make a replica of your body so your family doesn't have to miss you? And then she
They
come to
did this
find out.
movie. It was called The Sixth
Was
Day
it?
with Arnold.
Oh, that's right. That's pretty much. Well, but get this. But here's the twist. The doctors come back a little later after her clone is already out there meeting with her family and living her life. The doctors say, we made a mistake. The lab results were incorrect. So anyway, she has to battle the clone and take it out. And,
Well, that's the only logical conclusion.
and
Yeah.
for some reason, Jesse Pinkman is the one who trains her in the jujitsu arts and fighting and things like that. It
That's
was really
who I would
Really
go to for my jiu-jitsu training.
all right, I got two more, but these are dishonorable mention because it's not really fair to put them on the bottom 10 because these movies are very self-aware. One of them is called Sharkula. You guys seen this one?
No.
I missed that one.
And definitely is so bad it's good. But then the one that takes the cake, that it's so bad it's really good. You guys heard of this? His name, I think this actor's name is Robert Bronzi. There's a
The
particular
Charles
thing about-
Bronson lookalike?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks just like him.
I met him at Texas Frightmare.
Oh, I hope he's there again this year, man. I
Couldn't
might
speak English, but
I might get a copy of this movie and see if I can get him to sign it. It's called Exorcist Vengeance. But it's really bad.
I saw whatever that movie they showed that night. I don't know where you guys were. I think you guys left.
Oh, was that the one where they gave you all the free beer?
No, that was a full moon movie. No, this was
Velocipaster.
No.
You're getting movies that we left early confused.
This was on a Saturday night because you guys had left, and I went and watched that movie, and then I think I went and that karaoke thing afterwards, but I can't remember the name of that movie. But it was cool for what it was. I mean, he looks just like Charles Bronson.
Oh man, just like him.
Sounds nothing like him.
Well, the dubbed voice did.
Is he Italian? Does he sound like Mario? That's what it is in my head. And
he's something.
Hungarian.
I'm not sure what he is.
All right, that's it.
All right, then, Lance. Well, we're going to stay with you. Kick us off with your number 10.
Nice. All right, we're going to do just number 10 and then a round or
round robin.
All right, so number 10. Let me go ahead and piss everybody off now. I know it's coming. I know the abuse is coming.
Yeah, because I've seen you. If this is the one I'm thinking about. You were talking about it recently.
Well, I'll tell you this. I will tell you that the villain is somewhat creepy. Only problem is the villain's only in the movie about 10 fucking minutes. The rest of it's just a bunch of bullshit kids acting like kids don't even really act, talking to ghosts, talking about, hey, babe, just pretend like you're playing baseball. Wind up, step back, pitch. Wind up when he walks in the room. Wind up, step back, pitch. Wind up, step back, pitch. Then what takes the cake for me in this movie is when the kid takes a goddamn ceramic lid. I cannot get over this ceramic toilet lid breaking a brick wall.
It wasn't a brick wall.
I don't get it. The black phone, number 10 of the
You're
worst.
fucking crazy.
Oh, the worst? Hell no, man.
I know
Black
there's
Phone.
a lot of top lists.
The Black Phone, one of the 10 worst movies of the year.
Not even.
Changed my mind. I tried to get another chance to watch it. It'll be on some of y'all's favorites, so I'll wait.
Yeah, listeners, get your koozies in. Send your emails for that right there for your comments.
Tell Lance why he's wrong. All right. My number 10 was not necessarily terrible. It was just sort of disappointing and just step by step gimmicky sort of movie. It was Pray for the Devil.
I didn't get around to that.
Yeah, that's all right. Like, I didn't hate it, but I was kind of running out of shit to put on my bottom 10. And this one was just, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Gotcha.
Are nuns allowed to dye their hair blonde?
Like huh?
Nuns allowed to dye their hair blonde?
I don't know. That's a good.
I don't think nuns are allowed to do exorcisms, are they?
Well, this one was.
Well, that was kind of the point of the movie, but it was sort of streamlined and predictable. You know,
I figured it would
nothing
be.
special.
That was a good part of the movie to have basically the first ever nun join this this class teaching you how to do exorcisms, because that was a good plot point right there. But then after that, it was like Watcher, Lance. You can tell everything that's going to happen.
Everything that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Paint
there were
by
no
numbers.
surprises.
If you've seen any exorcism movie, then you've seen this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough said.
All right, Nez.
Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Oh,
that movie was.
Why'd you even bother?
That movie was garbage. Man, I got my money for the last one, which I did like, but this one was terrible. It had nothing to do with Jeepers Creepers. It was just like they had money to waste, and they wasted it on this, and the CGI and everything. The story was stupid, and I don't know. Nobody came back from it. Shout out to D Wallace and Gary Graham from Alien Nation. I mean, they were in it, but it was garbage. I'm a completist, but I'm not gonna put this one in my Jeepers Creepers. This one was terrible. Ugh,
it doesn't count.
I'm running through a list of horror movies, and then I was one of the ones that went to the theater and saw this, and was not worth it. Don't even waste your time if you guys, even if you love Jeepers Creepers, and I know people are touchy on it. I understand why but
no pun intended.
this was fucking terrible. It was probably one of the worst that I've seen this year.
Yikes.
All right, I'm gonna. This is gonna be the first of a couple. Didn't hate it. Was just disappointed in the outcome of the movie, and that was this was a Peacock exclusive, and that was They/Them.
That's on my list too.
That was kind
Yeah.
of forgettable. Kind of forgettable.
And watch
What
it.
I-
I hear good things
Yeah.
though.
What I liked about it, essentially, is these kids sent to this like gay conversion camp, and it's not supposed to be a conversion camp at first. It's
Mhm.
basically if that's not how you're really feeling, we'll help you, but if that is how you're really feeling, that's okay too. And it turns into like they're being psychologically and mentally brainwashed into converting. That right there should have been the main basis of the movie. That right there was terrifying, what they were doing to these kids. But then it turns into this slasher movie.
Mm.
And if you're going to be a slasher movie, you have to fucking go in on the kills. You can't just be cookie cutter with the kills. And then it just it got away from all the psychological stuff, and it, like I said, it just turned into a slasher movie, and it got fucking boring as hell. And I just was really disappointed in it. I was giving it a chance. It started out pretty good, and it just halfway through, it just fucked it up after that. The whole slasher aspect just really fucked it up for me.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Not the best.
All right, Lance, number 9.
Oh, okay. Number 9 is a remake of a movie that was hella good. The remake not so hella good, and that's Firestarter with Zac Efron. I was gonna leave it off the list because it's just kind of forgettable, but we gotta fill this list out. So I think this one deserves a spot. Number 9.
It's my number 9 as well.
All right, there you go.
All right, Phil.
Well, there you go. Nez nailed it. My number 9 is gonna be Jurassic World.
Oh no, that was
Yeah.
fun.
That's on a lot of people's list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't hate it,
It's
but
better than the last one.
Right.
yeah, the last one was complete garbage. But they kind of need to like stop making these.
Hopefully they will now.
They're not going to, because it makes a lot of money. Because I mean, it's dinosaurs, but just
Right.
I would like to see them just reboot it and do a darker take on it.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
It's the same.
Do an
it's the-
asylum version.
It's the same story, every one.
Yeah.
Oh, we got them under control, and then now we don't,
Right.
and all hell breaks
Same-
loose.
yeah.
It's-
Well, I mean, what else? How else could you paint that story, though, Naz? I mean,
They should have left it alone after 3. They need to remake the first one again on a different island.
They had to give us something after 3.
I like 3. I don't know what everybody
Wait,
wanted. But
It was
Am I
okay.
thinking
The
of 3
ending
or
just
2?
sucked.
Which one had the girl that
the
gymnastic
karate,
kick?
the
She
kicking.
did a flipping kick on
That
the
was
dinosaur.
3. That was
Yeah.
3.
That was 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they owed us after that.
But they were like in the middle of the fucking movie, and then like
Uh-huh.
these guys just show up on the beach to save them.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, that's it? Anyway,
Running
talking
out of
about
money.
a fucking 10-year-old movie. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
they had to end it quick.
But yeah, no, this one again, just kind of disappointing. I have a few of those on my list until
Sure.
we get to like the top, maybe 3 or 4. I don't hate any of them.
Okay.
All right, Nez, you said number 9 was Firestarter.
Yeah.
All right, my number 9, Phil, you already brought it up. Pray for the Devil. We already talked
there
about
you
it.
go.
So number 8, Lance.
Oh, number 8 is going to be mainly a disappointment for me because I had such warm and fuzzies about the original, but it was just sad, man, seeing these 3 old ladies trying to dance around and ride on Zumbas and shit like that. Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh.
Unfortunately, yeah, you shouldn't have given the zombie a speaking role. Let's put it that way. Hocus Pocus 2.
I haven't
All right.
watched it. I haven't heard good
All right,
things.
Phil, number 8.
No, my number 8 is gonna be Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that's on some people's top.
It's definitely not going on my top. I just
Okay.
like now that it's been a while since I watched it. I don't really even remember what happened.
Remember too much? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a movie that's going to go down in history for me.
It's an honorable mention on my good list, but
All
That
right.
makes sense. Like I
It
said, I
did
don't
make the
hate this
list.
movie. It just was. It's not, awesome.
I was happy with all of the kills in it.
Mhm.
They really went for it with the blood and guts, so I was like,
Yeah, I
But
mean,
we-
he breaks somebody's arm and stabs somebody with their own broken bone in their throat. I'm like,
That is true. Maybe I
I
should have rewatched
appreciate
this one.
that.
Again, I had a hard time because a lot of these
Uh-huh.
bad movies I just didn't
Right.
fucking watch, so so I can't put them on the list.
It was a tough go getting the worst.
it was better than the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The Leatherface prequel one.
Do
I
your
don't-
thing, cuz.
No,
God.
not that one.
Oh,
The one when those kids,
Leatherface.
Leatherface, when they broke
Oh.
out of that little kid's home and
He's like a kid, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
the little scrawny guy was
Uh-huh.
Leatherface, not the big dude. I was like, oh, what the hell?
No,
Yeah. Well, that was the twist. That was
Nothing
the twist,
beats do your
man.
thing, cuz.
I like
I
that
was like,
one.
you just
and
found out he's your cousin.
And what's her name's hella
Right.
fine, so I'm gonna let that one slide.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She got a new
Alright.
show coming out. I'm watching that.
Oh, the Mayfair witches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Daddario. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's hope for the best.
I
Maybe
don't care. It could be
she'll
the
get-
worst. I'm still
Yeah,
watching.
maybe she'll
Yeah.
get topless like she did in True
Yeah, she has a
Detective. That'd be
very
great.
beautiful pair of eyes.
She was in
Yeah.
The White Lotus, the first season, and
True Detective.
Yeah,
Was that?
she was.
That's
they-
where I first seen. Well, where I first noticed her was True Detective.
yes.
Hard not
Come
to.
to find out,
Hard not to.
I first seen her in the Percy Jackson movie.
Oh,
Ah, okay. Okay.
Huh. look at that.
Let's see. My number 8 probably should be a lot fucking higher on this list since it was so fucking boring, and that was Stephen King's Mr. Harrigan's Phone.
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't even. I enjoyed the book, but I think I got all I need to out of the book. I don't think I need to see the movie.
Lance, I guarantee you, like,
Yeah.
if I give you movie homework to watch it for next week, it's gonna be
Uh-huh.
not cool for you.
Not so cool of the week.
I guarantee it. I almost put.
I think
money
I'll take you up on that.
yeah, I remember
It-
you talking shit
Let
about
me
it.
make
I'm
a
like,
note.
"Meh,
Mr.
I'm not gonna-
Harrigan's phone. Let me make
I'm
a
not
note.
gonna waste my time on that one.
Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing. And then when somebody dies, they don't even show you. They just tell you.
No, off-screen shit.
It's like I hate when movies do that. We're gonna tell you how this person died, or we're gonna tell you how this fight happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, don't do that. So yeah, it honestly should be higher, but I think when we get to my higher ones, I think it's a good place for number 8. So Lance, number 7.
All right, number 7 is our good friend Joe Bagos' new Christmas classic,
I don't like
Christmas-
your list.
Christmas Bloody Christmas. For fuck's sake, at least try to make the robot look like a robot instead of some guy walking like this, like doing the robot on Bourbon Street. I mean, come on. Really? This was fucking horrible. This was
Oh.
Rob Zombie light. The dialogue, you could tell it was like written by Joe Bagos has the brain of a 5th grader. I will say this. I loved the music references. He had some great music references in there and some pretty good movie trivia and stuff like that. But other than that, just trying too hard to be Rob Zombie, man. Sorry, Bagos, you're trying too hard. Tone it down. Do your own thing, man.
I can't wait till Jack gets him to come on the show.
Hey, man, we speak our truth, don't we, Philip?
I
With
guess
the-
that's true. All right. My number 7 is another one that is just kind of disappointing for me. It was Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, too bad.
Not
bad.
a great movie, man.
Oh,
Especially after
no.
Ragnarok, which was awesome.
They
Right.
went too heavy on the comedy.
Yeah, and it made Thor look like a fucking bimbo. He played the same guy
silly.
he did in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It was weird how they went so heavy on the comedy, and the movie has
Uh-huh.
to do with death, and
Hmm.
Sure.
just like you're kind of taken away from the seriousness of certain characters' plot lines. And
Yeah, swing and a miss.
I do appreciate what's his name as Zeus.
Oh,
Russell
Crowe.
Hugh Jackman. Oh, Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe. I have
Crowe,
no
he was
idea what
badass.
accent. I don't know what accent he was doing, but I liked him as Zeus.
Greek,
And the bad
must
guy-
have been Greek.
The bad guy was actually really fucking cool. He just
Oh,
was kind of
Christian
barely
Bale?
in the movie. Yeah, Christian
Yep.
Bale was awesome.
Yeah.
The God Butcher. Yeah, he was cool.
Well,
Yeah, that's still Marvel's problem. They have when they have awesome villains,
Right.
they're kind of one and done.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's barely in the movie in the first place.
Yeah, Killmonger, we're talking to you.
Yeah,
He'll be
He came
back.
back. Spoiler alert, he was back.
Yeah, that was in a dream sequence, wasn't it?
So you weren't expecting him. I
Okay.
wasn't.
All right.
I was like, oh my God.
He'll be back. It's Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
He'll be
That's
back.
Creed 3.
There you go. Creed 3 looks kind of awesome.
Killmonger versus Kang, the Conqueror.
Wow.
I
Why
didn't
not?
realize Michael B. Jordan's directing Creed 3.
Oh, is he?
Trying to be
Okay,
Stallone.
Okay.
all right.
Well, Stallone's not being Stallone right now.
He's being the Tulsa King, and that's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got a lot of good things you say about that, man.
That show's fucking awesome.
That one I
Yeah.
got to catch up on.
Let's see. Number 7, I'll go real quick because Lance, you already brought it up. Hocus Pocus
Okay.
2. This movie
Yep,
is
there
so
you go.
bad, I shut it off after 45 minutes.
Ouch.
Okay, and yet you still feel you can fairly judge it.
Yes. And I will say the bright spot is the little girl that they got to play young Bette Midler. I thought she
Uh-huh.
was spot on.
Oh
playing
yeah,
Bette
she
Midler.
did a good job. Sure.
Wasn't Blossom?
That.
She played
That
her
op-
with Beaches.
Oh yeah. That opening sequence was cute, but after that, it was downhill from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's part of the rotation, Hocus Pocus,
Right.
especially when I got like the nieces over. 'Cause my daughter's been grown at it. She's into her new thing is Scream. Like she's looking forward to the new Scream movie and stuff like that, and Smile.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're not really into the Hocus Pocus around here. But when I got my
Yeah.
young nieces,
Graduated up.
I'll throw on some Hocus Pocus, but I couldn't with this sequel. It was too late. Too late to do a sequel, I think. It
Mhm.
just
I agree.
they looked older, which they weren't supposed to be older.
Right.
The one actress, I can't think of her name, she was thinner than
Yeah,
she was.
Kathy Najimy.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Right.
What's her name still looked the same?
The
Horse
horse?
face.
The horse.
face. Yeah.
I like Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't care what anyone
Man!
says. I like
I
her.
thought she was kind of hot in the original one.
You like
not so
Nez,
much.
you like Carmella too
Ooh,
from
yeah.
WWE. She has a horse face too.
That's all right,
Does
though.
she? Kevin said he put her out to stable, huh?
That strong jawline.
All right, Lance, number 6.
Oh,
I didn't go.
all
I
right.
missed the last couple.
Oh, you didn't do
Did I?
number 7?
I don't know, but I'll just throw this in. I don't know where I'm at. The
All
Wreck
right.
one. The Wreck one. That.
Oh, the shark movie! I didn't get
Oh.
a chance to see that one.
dude,
Oh, I
you don't
see.
need to see it. It was
Oh,
terrible.
No, yeah, but I meant to see.
Just
if it was
listen to
really
our
gonna be on
episode.
this list.
Listen to Brian and I's episode.
Okay.
It was garbage.
That's why
And
I wanted
it-
to watch it because
It
of
was
your
one of
advice.
those like I think I posted that I was watching it, and Nez was like,
Right.
"We gotta do a review on this tonight."
tonight.
And then I was like, "Okay, this must be good." And then when I got done with it, I was like, "We do
Yeah.
need to speak on this shit."
Too bad. Too bad.
It was just CGI in a room with water.
in a swimming pool, a kiddie pool,
If that, it was
a hot
terrible. I mean,
tub with GI Joe figures.
Alicia Silverstone, I love you, but I don't know what she would. Maybe she just needed
Right.
a new car or something. I don't know, but it was not good, and the CGI was terrible. So, but it's up to you if you guys want to see it.
All right,
Not
Lance.
particularly at this point. All right.
No, well,
Watch that other
I
one.
did. 'Cause
What
I
was that
thought
other
for
one?
sure-
Great White, the Great White or whatever. That
Great
other
White.
shark movie. There was another shark movie that came out
There were
at the
several
same
this
time.
year. Several.
Santa
Yeah, I could have had a few shark movies on my list here.
Yeah.
No, well, Brian, the one we did right after Wreck win. It was like a
Great White.
I think it was Great White.
Yeah, I think it was on
It
Shudder.
wasn't Sharkula?
No.
Okay.
That one wasn't the greatest, but it was better than the wreck one.
Okay. I'm
That
sure
sounds
it
All right.
was.
like a cereal.
All right, Lance.
All right, number 6, I've got Grim Cuddy. Movie about an urban legend. I guess it's kind of like a take on that. What's that character that you're supposed to be able to look at the meme of it or
Yeah,
something like that and go
I don't know
crazy?
I don't know the name, but I guess there was a they couldn't use it because of copyright.
Gotcha. Well, the monster effects were okay. The only problem was they only showed them about it.
Momo.
Oh,
Momo, that's
that
it. The
thing.
Momo
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah.
Yeah, Grim Cuddy was just horrible. Bad acting, bad script, bad story, no twist, straightforward, really boring, and they only showed the creature about twice. But that's
No, they showed the
trying to
creature
be
about 3
psychological.
times.
You're right. I missed that third one. All right, that's it. That's number 6.
All right, Phil.
All right. My number 6 is Firestarter.
Oh, there you go.
Super forgettable. We're just gonna pretend like that one didn't happen.
It didn't need to.
Yeah.
All right, Nez.
The Curse of Bridge Hollow
Oh,
was a Netflix one with. I love Marlon Wayans, but I was like,
you're getting to be a Marlon Wayans hater, man. Come on.
no, I love him, but I mean,
I think a lot of people this year needed to pay
Uh-huh.
for a car or house or something.
Yeah,
Looked that
man.
way, didn't it?
Let's be fair. Marlon Wayans has been in a lot of really fucking bad movies.
True.
But I
true.
like those, man. I like Little Man, and everyone hated that one.
I remember
I
that.
just watched whatchamacallit not too long. Senseless.
Yeah, that was hella funny. Him and David Spade. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was a kids movie, but I watched it because of
Somewhat.
him, and it was. I guess he couldn't be full Marlon Wayans. That's probably why it wasn't the
True.
greatest.
He had
Maybe
to
the kid,
hold back.
maybe the kids liked it, but I didn't. So yeah.
All right.
Did have Erica from Stranger Things?
I
think so.
Yeah.
Can't
think
spell
so.
America without Erica.
Yeah. I don't know. If you guys got Netflix, you want to watch it, go ahead.
I
Turn-
thought it was
turn-
fun. I
Turn it
didn't
on
hate
for the kids.
Yeah. Definitely for
All
the
right.
kids.
My number 6 was a movie. I think I was the only one on the show that was kind of rooting for it. And
Yeah.
when it came out, it was just so fucking boring. Like I felt like I was watching a movie for like 4 hours. And I think the movie's like barely 2 hours, and it just felt like it just kept going. It was not funny.
Right?
Some of the acting was horrible, and that was Rob Zombie's The Monsters.
Ugh,
Oh,
man.
no.
Oh, I
Brian.
forgot about that.
really
I only
enjoyed
watched
that,
like
man.
20 minutes of it and I turned it off.
I
It was
really
garbage.
enjoyed it.
Rob,
The whole way
Ro-
through.
Rob, and I'm gonna call you Rob because we're friends.
Right?
I appreciate that you put your wife in everything, but Lily Munster is a
Uh-huh.
comedic role, and
Right.
there's a certain way to play it. And I just put Sherry Moon Zombie in as the character Baby from the House of a Thousand, like that kind of character.
Mm.
Yeah.
She can do that character perfectly. She actually, I felt like she got better throughout the series.
Mm.
I do too.
But Lily Munster, she had the same reactions and the same looks when it was supposed to be more comedic and different expressions, and it was just, and then Lance, your boy.
Fair enough. I see
Yeah.
all your points, but I had fun with it, man. I had fun with it. I thought it was a good spoof of the old TV show.
I mean, I like what I'd like when he
Yes.
tried to keep it as close to the TV show as possible,
Uh-huh.
but it just got to a certain point. I was just Rob Zombie the shit out of this. Just
Is this coming up on your list, Nez, or what?
Yeah, it is. That's,
You wanted to keep? Yeah, I wanted to hear Grandpa say, "Get the fuck out of here, you cocksucking bitch!" You
This
at,
is-
at one point I was like, let's do it. Why not?
I liked what's his name though. He played two characters.
Richard Brake.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was good. He was good. I mean,
he's
it
good
don't
in
matter.
everything, man.
Yeah,
He's
whatever
good.
whatever you
Never
throw
seen
him in,
a
he's
role I didn't
good.
like.
He was getting his dual roles, but that movie
I mean,
was terrible.
it just got to the
Garbage.
point. I was
Right.
waiting to see Lily Munster walking around with her ass hanging out of her jeans, and just I was like, give me something here. But we didn't get it, so that's why it's number 6.
That's fair.
No Eddie Munster either. Well,
Oh,
the original,
yeah.
real
Well,
Eddie
this is a
Munster was in
prequel.
it.
This is a prequel.
So
So
there shouldn't be another one because it was
Well, it's a
there
prequel
probably
to-
will be next
to-
Halloween. I'll bet there will be.
No, because Netflix is probably like, why did we buy this movie?
Yeah.
garbage.
Who was like, hey, we should get Rob Zombie to make a monsters movie in the first place?
He's always
I'm-
wanted to make one.
Yeah,
he's
I think
a
I'm sure it was
super
totally
fan
his
of the
idea.
show.
Yeah, he owns the Dragula, so
Yeah.
But they probably thought this could be interesting. His style of movie making and
Hmm.
a clean cut show like The Munsters, and they probably were like, didn't think he was going to do a clean cut version of
Mhm.
the movie. And
But boy, did he.
he didn't white trash it up.
It's like a House of a Thousand Corpses cartoon.
I'd rather watch that. All right, Lance, number 5.
Oh man. Christina Ricci has been making a great comeback lately. She's really good in Wednesday, and she's great in this new show, Yellow Jackets. If you guys have seen that Showtime show, but
Oh, yeah.
not so good in a little one called Monstrous. You guys seen this one?
I see it pop up on whatever streaming thing. Like, they keep recommending it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, nah.
It's not good. It's not good. There's a roughly drawn story about a monster in a lake, and I think it's all supposed to be psychological. Like it's not really there. She just thinks it is, but I couldn't figure out what the fuck this movie was. So I'll put down Monstrous and move on to the next.
All right. My number 5 was, again, not a terrible movie, but I wanted it to be really good. I was expecting it to be really good. It's one that I watched like yesterday.
Okay.
And I was just super fucking disappointed with it. I was like, that's it.
Mhm.
Bones and All.
I'm with you, man. I was praying that was going to be in my top 10. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, I thought for sure it was going to be. I was excited
Yeah.
about this movie, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say bottom 10. I mean, it was well filmed.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was just a huge disappointment for me.
I expected more.
Yeah, it's just a stupid love story thing.
Well, that's what it was billed as.
I
Right.
know, but there wasn't a whole lot else to it. Like, why even throw that extra shit in there?
It was a little good, flesh eating scenes.
Yeah,
I
there
guess.
was some good practicals in there.
Mark Rylance is a pretty damn good actor. Like a lot of the stuff I've seen him in, he's got some chops.
Is that the spooky, creepy guy?
Yeah, Sully. He
Yeah,
says
yeah.
Sully don't like
you
you
He's
right
good.
now. Sully don't like how you're acting.
Yeah,
Don't ruin it for me. I haven't seen it yet.
All right, we won't.
I still want to see it.
Okay.
I'd say definitely watch it. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's one of those divisive movies because I've seen it pop up on worst and best lists.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's-
go with Hellraiser. It
On
What?
the worst?
wasn't.
No, get the fuck out of here, Naz.
It did nothing to
Come on, dude.
the whole franchise. It was basically the same thing that every movie, the 10 movies before it.
killing me. You're
I liked
killing
how
me.
she looked. I
Okay, well,
I
there's
didn't
that.
like the new
They
little puzzle.
all had great effects.
The new little puzzle. I didn't like the new chatterbox, and
Okay.
it wasn't nothing new. It was just play for play. It was, of all the other ones, they figure out the puzzle. Somebody was collecting it. We did that already. We
Uh-huh.
did that in the second one. Someone was collecting those things, and then they needed someone to open it. We saw that in the
Right.
second film.
Okay.
So I was
Okay.
just like, come on.
But maybe updated for a new generation.
I go back and watch the first two
Yeah.
for you new jacks, and don't even watch the other ones. But watch the one in space. That one was funny. but I was excited. I let
Right.
everyone watch it first, and everyone was like, oh, this, that, and it was good. So I was expecting it to be good.
You got
Man.
overhyped.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
why.
you got black phoned.
I didn't. No, that was hella good. I don't care what you say. But this one, man, it was overhyped to me.
Okay.
And I was just like, okay, this is gonna be awesome. I sat there, I was like, started messing around on my phone, and I was
Oh,
just like,
that's
come
not-
on. I was like, we saw this already. We've seen this before.
Okay.
The effects were good, and I really
love the
liked
designs of the characters. I thought. they were
yeah,
awesome.
I liked how the Cenobites looked,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it just didn't do anything for me. I mean, we've seen all this before. Are we gonna get more? If we do, I'll watch them. I've seen all the other ones. Can't be any worse than some of the
Nez,
previous ones.
I didn't think I could ever be disappointed in you.
I was
Hey, there's
I,
a
I
first
was
time for everything.
I was disappointed, man. I wanted this to be good because the last few were garbage. So
Right.
I wanted like, okay, somebody new, we can get a new take, let's see what they can do, but it's just the same stuff we've seen already. So that's why I'm like, I mean, you can say that about Friday 13th and the Halloween films, but
Yeah.
those are just, you want to see kills. You don't care about the story and how stupid it gets.
Sure.
But this was more of thinking horror on what they were trying to do. I did like what they
Yeah.
tried to do with it, but it was just like
Okay.
they just took stuff from previous films and just updated it. That's how I saw it. I mean, nothing
Not
against
wrong.
nothing against any of the actors. I thought they all did a good job. It was just
I had a problem with
overhyped.
the lead. I had a problem with the lead actress. and
Yeah,
her
she wasn't
face.
Did you?
like, awesome.
Kind of irritating.
I kind of liked her. I mean, she was all drugged out and everything. So, but we knew how it was going to end. We knew she wasn't going to die. We knew she was going to be the
Oh,
one
we
to
didn't know
solve the
that.
things. Of course you did. You've seen all the other ones.
Come on.
So that's why I was
He's
disappointed.
fucking brutal, man.
I was disappointed in it. I mean,
Okay.
maybe I only saw it the one time. Maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe my tune will change. But it was overhyped to me. I should have watched it that night it came out.
Right,
I probably would have thought a little different. But
See, and I expected it to suck, but I really enjoyed
Did
it.
you?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was expecting, and I'm gonna like this because it's an updated version. When was the last one we had?
Mhm.
And yes, this went straight to a streaming service instead of straight to VOD or whatever. But
Right.
and Hulu, man, they put their money in some good movies. Not every Hulu movie is good. I mean, they gave us Prey, and that was fucking awesome.
True.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right, come on, they got a good track record. I mean, they put out good shows and everything. So I was just like, all right, let me see, because I've been a fan of this since the first one, since the 80s. And that's why I wanted a little more. I wanted to see what they were going to do. And it was just, to me, in my opinion, some of you may not think it's right, but it was the same stuff we've seen before.
Yeah,
So
fair enough, man.
I
If that's how you
don't
feel.
yeah, I don't know what they can do to. I mean, if they make more, I'll watch them because I've seen all the other ones. So
I think if they make a second one, we're gonna go into more of Leviathan and that whole aspect.
Okay. I could see that. I think it did pretty well, didn't it, for Hulu? Got a lot of views.
It's fairly, the thing, mostly liked.
Rotten Tomatoes, it was 65%,
Not too bad.
but all the audience gave it 58. So
Wow. Like you said, that they're just not cerebral enough.
I don't know. I just wanted more. What was the first one? 87, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, but
Sounds about right.
See, you didn't do what I did. I watched the entire franchise before I watched that one, so
Yeah.
I appreciated what I got.
Yeah.
You needed a palate cleanser.
I didn't like from 3 on. But if I was to put these in order, I would put 1 and 2.
Bloodlines, like you said, the one in space is so bad it's
Oh,
good.
man.
Because
Yeah, it was goofy. But you're like, where else can you go? Man, Jaws needs to go to space now.
No.
But I'm just like, come on. Well, Sharknado was in space. Why not?
Sure.
So, but
no, Freddy hasn't been to space yet.
no
Are you
more.
sure?
Freddy's done. I mean, just
Freddy's dead, huh?
yeah, Freddy's
heard
dead.
that one
man.
before.
He died in part 4. And after Dream Warriors, that thing went
Yeah.
straight into the ground. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Robert Englund. I love the character, but it was just, I think after Dream Warriors, man, they couldn't top it.
We all agreed on that one. when we did
Dream
the
Warriors was the best
retrospective.
one.
That's
I
a good
love the first three; they're awesome. But Dream
Yeah.
Warriors is my favorite one. But Hellraiser Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, that's my favorite
Right.
one. I do love the original. The original one, if you Cenobites are only in it for like a few minutes.
one.
They don't really show
Yeah,
them
that is
much.
true.
This one was as well. I mean, they show them, but they don't show them a lot.
Yeah, agreed.
Because some people, like one of my friends was saying, he this was the first one he watched and he liked it. And I said, go back and watch the other ones. He was jumping all around. He watched the one in space just because it was in space. Then he went to like part 3, then went to 1. I was like, dude, why didn't you watch them all in order? He goes, it was just the way I found them.
He was
Right.
saving the best for last.
Yeah, but Hellraiser. I mean, I wanted so much more, and I just felt as a Hellraiser fan since the beginning. I didn't read any of the books, Lance, you did, but I just took the movies for what they were, and I was disappointed in this one.
Okay.
So I mean, I didn't hate it. Like, well, I'll watch it again, but I was disappointed. That was it.
All right, Nez, you brought up my number 5, the Requiem, whatever, how you say it, stupid ass movie, floating bedroom in the ocean with a whiny ass Alicia Silverstone, which I wanted her
Ouch.
husband to throw
Ouch.
her in the water so
Did he?
many times. No,
Well,
Wasn't there a
that
You know,
might
he
have
had
been
to-
better.
Had to be like Once Upon a Time in Hollywooding it a little bit. Like,
You think?
you know, if I just knocked her off of here, nobody would ever notice.
she was so annoying. She was like, clearly they're in a impossible situation of
Sure.
your bungalow or villa or whatever they call those rooms that are on the beach, gets
Okay.
washed out to sea in a storm,
Right.
and you're floating there with sharks.
That sounds
And she
pretty
constantly
far-fetched,
keeps
man.
telling her husband, do something. And I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck
Ouch.
you want him to do? You guys are floating in a room in the ocean.
That's bad. That's bad.
Go paddle.
Number one, how the fuck does it float? It's not like it's a boat or anything.
I don't know. Movie magic.
Bizarre.
But yeah, that's my number 5.
Requiem.
Lance?
All right, number 4 is going to be one that I was kind of looking forward to because I really like Sandra Oh, but was very unimpressed with Uma. You guys
Yeah, I
seen
heard
this one?
that.
I
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
watched half
real
of it and
real
fell asleep.
underwhelmed. Real underwhelmed, man. Nothing but several jump scares in it. An ending that made absolute zero sense.
Yeah.
And really, 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 really bad acting by some people that are capable of good acting.
I didn't finish it. That's why I didn't. Oh, well, I mean, I didn't finish Hocus Pocus 2, but I didn't finish that. But I've heard a lot of people said that they took a good premise of the Korean culture and stuff like that, and just did nothing with it. They just kind of introduced it, and then it was just generic jump scares after that.
I would say that's a spot-on description of the movie.
Yeah, this was on my list too. I mean, I saw it in the theater. It was one of those ones nothing else was on.
Nothing else was on.
Yeah, so I said, all right, I'll see it. It's a horror movie, so we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jump scares were cool, but it was like they took the idea and went nowhere with it. I mean, it had a good premise on what the story was, but then it was like, all right, we'll give you this, but we don't know how to end it. And yeah, the ending
seemed that. Yeah, it seemed that way. Like they just didn't know how to end the movie.
Yeah, so
that was terrible. Terrible.
I was just like, yeah. I mean, I left the theater like. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't walk out. That was the worst movie I've ever seen. But I was kind of like, I was a little disappointed on it.
We're not spitting a lot of vitriol this episode. That's good.
No. Yeah. Well, that may change once we get to the top here. But my number 4 is gonna be totally not horror related, but I was running out of shit movies that I've watched. The Lost City.
Oh, The Lost City.
Oh, it was
Channing Tatum. Yeah, was it Sandra Bullock that was in it? I can't even remember it. It was so fucking stupid. This is a bad fucking movie, man. For all these really good people to be in it, they just keep
Yeah.
shoving out this trash that
I-
goes
I-
to stream
Brad
services.
I was gonna say that was the bright spot for me. Was Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he's kind of awesome in a lot of things that he's been doing lately.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of the movie sort of sucked.
All right. Nez.
That one with Spider-Man and Marky Mark.
That
The
Oh,
video
yeah.
game
sounds
one.
like a
showing
great
up.
team
Oh,
up, man.
Uncharted.
Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Marky
Yeah.
Mark.
Uncharted, the video
Is it that
game.
bad?
I still haven't watched it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude, it's
come
garbage.
on.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Did you watch
I'm still not paying for that steel book.
The geeks,
Yeah,
the geeks said it
$60,
wasn't- it
F
wasn't
you.
horrible. The geek said it wasn't horrible.
I didn't play the game. Theo liked it
Okay.
because he
Maybe you
played
got
the
to play
game.
the game to get it.
He said it was just loose, really loose on
Yeah.
the game, but he enjoyed it. He was ready to drop that 60 on the steelbook. I was like, go ahead,
Ooh,
just to get the
that's a lot
steelbook
of
and some
money.
necklace or something that came with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
something-
I would
money.
pay $9.99 for that steel book, not 60.
Would you?
Yeah, just to throw it on the shelf. It will probably stay in the
Uh-huh.
wrapper.
I saw
But
by the
60
by the
bucks.
means when it came out, but
Yeah.
I would have been mad if I'd have sat in the theater and watched this.
It's
Theo
on,
went and
it's,
saw
on
it.
Net,
Shit.
it's on Netflix now, folks. So
Yeah,
you don't
if
have
I
to go
if
to
I'd have
means.
spent money on it, I'd be mad. I'm not mad that I watched it. I mean, at least it gives me something to put
Yeah.
on my bottom list.
It was.
Wow.
I wasn't. I didn't know nothing about it. I don't know anything about the game or anything. I mean, I like Spider-Man. I mean, but Tom
Mhm.
Holland and I like Marky Mark. So I was expecting it. I mean, I got what I wanted. Marky Mark taking over the movie, but
Mhm.
it was a big CGI mess.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially that scene when they were jumping from
Box to box in the
box
air.
to yeah.
I don't think physics works like that, but hey, go
it
tell
just-
the Fast and the Furious guys that.
I know.
It just made me laugh. But I mean, yeah. I mean, will I watch it again?
See
Maybe.
that's how you could tell a good and a bad movie because
Uh-huh.
Kick-Ass jumping on a bullet train and Bullet Train,
Right?
That was awesome.
you're going with it.
That's true.
But
That's a good
Spider-Man
point.
hopping on box to box, hanging from a plane, you're just like,
Not go-
no, impossible.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's the perfect distinction right there.
Uncharted. I don't know if we'll get more. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know how well
Probably
it did.
not.
How
Probably
well
not.
it did, but I was disappointed with it. I mean, I went in with it not knowing anything about it other than who was in it, and I was kind of let down. I thought it was gonna be like a Tomb Raider type of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I liked all three of those Tomb Raider movies. I know everyone hated the Angelina Jolie ones, but it's Angelina Jolie, Academy Award winner, Angelina Jolie, and I like that other one with that last Tomb Raider movie. I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah, that one felt more like the video game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was more like the video game, but you didn't go see those first two for the video game. You went for Angelina.
Or push up, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 4 for me, I'm sticking with the shark movies, and this
Mhm.
movie was a complete waste of film, and it was The Reef Stalked.
Oh, don't tell me. I didn't see it. It's no good.
No, not as bad as the original, because I thought the original was even more boring.
That's a close call, Brian.
But yeah, I have nothing to say about it. It was completely
Right.
boring. I didn't like any. I wasn't rooting for any of the characters. And in the shark movie, people trying to survive a shark attack, you have to
Right.
at least root for somebody. And I was just kind of like, no, eat them all.
It was hard to in this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's number 4.
Oh, that was that one. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
fucking-
that was that one.
Oh yeah.
that
okay.
was that
All
one.
right.
You
I'm
better
gonna
wedge
add
it
that
in
as an
somewhere.
honorable mention to my list because I completely forgot about it.
All right, Lance.
All right, number 3 is the aforementioned The Bubble. And I don't know if it qualifies because you look at IMDb, it just says comedy. It doesn't say horror or action
No,
or sci-fi or any of the things we...
This is our top 10 movie list. You know.
Well, okay, so they were filming a sci-fi movie. How about that?
there you go.
Or trying to film a sci-fi movie during COVID lockdown. So yeah, The Bubble was just absolutely fucking atrocious. So many people in it that should have been good and just terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't know if this is what we're going to start seeing from Apatow from now on, but if so, he can just hang up his cleats and quit playing because this is a piece of shit. Garbage.
Wasn't David Duchovny in this?
Yeah, I think he vaguely showed up in it for a few scenes, but it was one of those ensemble casts where you had quite a few people there, but
Telling
man,
you, people
not worth
needed
it.
new cars and houses
Not
this year.
worth it. I guess so. I hope they got it because we all paid for it because it came on Netflix. So we bankrolled it.
That's probably why people are jumping on these Netflix movies. They know they got the money because they keep upcharging.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All
Fred.
right. What are we on? Number 3?
Number 3.
The Invitation.
Ah, okay.
Fucking
I didn't think it was that
garbage.
horrible.
No, I
That's
hated
on-
it.
Okay.
That's on mine too. I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
it was just
All
a
right.
shitty movie. They.
She's good. She's gorgeous in it though.
Oh yeah, no, she's super hot.
she's
It's
she's
just a
actually
shitty
she's not the bad part of the movie. I didn't think.
Uh-huh.
No, not her in particular. It was just like the writing wasn't awesome. The ending kind of
True.
sucked. They played the
Yeah.
race card. I don't know how many times. I was like, I'm
You
done.
know, and Phil,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because I was thinking about putting it on the list. If they were going to do that, they should have did it from somebody else other than the people that are trying to bring her in to the
Okay.
vampire family.
Yeah,
Instead of having the vampire family, someone go that way at her, it didn't make any
Mhm.
sense because
yeah,
the head vampire is trying to bring her into the fold. So if you're going to play the race card or play, into that whole aspect, it should have been somebody outside of the family and the family coming to step up for her. That's the way it should have been done.
that makes more sense. Yeah, but yeah, it was super forgettable. It was a January horror movie. It sucked.
It was
Plan on
January.
never
It was-
watching this piece of
Was
garbage.
it January?
I think
God
so.
damn. I didn't know it was
February,
that long ago.
January,
Holy
something
fuck.
like that. I feel like it
All
was.
right.
I could be wrong.
All right, Nez. Number 3.
I watched one. I like her, but the movie was kind of dumb. The Abandoned, I think that's what it was
The
called,
Abandoned. Okay.
with Emma Roberts.
I don't think I've heard of this.
I've not seen this, but this is on a lot of people's lists.
Of not
worst
liking
list?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't even remember it, but I'm just kind of
Okay.
going down these lists that I did watch this only for her, and I was just like,
Mhm.
it just another. I'm gonna look around
Well.
on my phone. It came out. It came out in June, so
Uh-huh.
I mean, it wasn't nothing to write home about. After a young couple moves into a remote farmhouse with their infant son, the woman struggles with postpartum psychosis begin to
Okay.
intensify as the house reveals secrets on its own. It sounds
Well,
cool, but it was not.
Yeah.
Sounds
Michael
like the
Shannon.
house.
Michael
About as-
Shannon is in it. How bad can it be?
Basic of a horror movie as you can possibly get.
Yeah, it was. Nah, I mean,
I've seen it on quite a few lists, like top 3 worst movies of the
Worst
year.
movies?
Yeah.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
it was PG-13, so you don't
Oh,
expect
okay. There you
don't
go.
expect much.
All right, my number 3. Keep it short and sweet. Sony, fuck off.
I think I know where
Morbius.
we're going here.
Morbius,
Yeah,
I was waiting for
thought
that
so.
to be everybody's number one.
I was waiting.
off Sony. Just
Oh,
if you're gonna keep the Spider-Man franchise, cool,
Uh-huh.
but just let Marvel handle everything.
Yeah.
What really
Seems
pissed me
that
off
way.
is they tried the trailer. They tried to load up all this multiverse stuff, which really had no fucking point to the movie.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Sure.
Fucking vampires bursted into colorful dust and stupid shit. This movie's
Aye. Boy.
garbage. And it got 2 theater releasings. They tried to re-release
I
it
heard
and it
about
flopped
that.
a second
Yeah.
time
I heard
Why
about
did they
that.
try to re-release it after everybody said how shitty it was?
I
because
think
I
they
think
added like a couple seconds or something in it.
yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
added stuff to it, and I think there was like nothing in the theater at the time, so they tried to capitalize, and it just ended up
Ouch.
bombing. I think it's one of the few movies that bombed more than once in the same year.
Yikes.
They deserved it.
That was my number 6 in comic book movies. I had 8 comic book movies, and that was my number 6.
Bad ones.
But that one was no good ones. It was
Oh.
above Thor. It was above Thor.
What?
Yeah, I didn't like Thor at all. It was all
Yeah,
right,
like,
but it
that's
wasn't. I mean,
rough.
I had to
That's
rake
rough.
the ones I had, but
That
then
is rough.
Morbius. I like the character. I love Jared Leto.
Uh-huh.
When we saw that Vulture was in it, I was like, wait, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, so they got that multiverse thing going on, and they didn't do anything with it. We'll see. I
That
don't
was
know.
just to get you to come watch it.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't
the
know.
rope and dope you.
The way it ended, I wasn't sure what they're gonna do, because at the end there's a meeting with Morbius and Vulture, and
Sure.
I don't know, they can go after Spider-Man. I assume that. I don't know, but
It was
I
a
was-
meeting to tell them that their movie careers are done.
so I was just like, all right, man, whatever. I mean, I'm not that familiar with the character,
Uh-huh.
with its history, but it was a comic movie. Jared Leto, yeah, Spider-Verse. Okay, let's see what they were gonna do with it. And I loved the Vulture. I thought he was cool. And was that the second Spider-Man or the first one?
First.
Yeah, okay. So I liked him. He's not Batman. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, he is.
But
And he's Birdman.
and that was good. He's Beetlejuice
Adam West. Adam
and
West
Mr.
is
Mom.
Batman.
Yeah.
Adam West.
Adam West is Batman. Everyone else are cosplayers. But I took the movie for what it was. It was a huge mess. The CGI wasn't the greatest,
Uh-huh.
but I'm like, all right, what are you guys trying to do? I say this all the time. Just sell it. Sell Spider-Man to Marvel Studios, to Disney. They can take it and do some justice with it.
Wasn't Tyrese some kind of agent in it?
Yeah, baby boy.
Oh,
Baby
that's
boy.
like when Denise Richards was
a Bond
Professor
girl.
Christmas.
Professor Christmas.
Hey, man, it's Denise Richards. What are you gonna do? But
Okay.
yeah, it was what it was. I mean, I enjoyed it. I have the steelbook somewhere around here, but
I have it too. But like I said before, it'll stay on my shelf.
I
in
mean,
the
I
wrapper.
hated those two Venom movies, but I still have them.
Yeah.
Those movies.
I didn't hate the first Venom movie, but that
hated-
second one, man.
I hated
Yeah,
both
second
of
one
them.
was pretty
They were
garbage.
garbage, both of them. Anyway,
All right.
but yeah,
we're
Morbius.
We're moving on to number 2.
Yep.
Let's
The
do it.
Elite. All right. The aforementioned The Reef Stalked. Really, really piece of shit movie. I don't even know why some of those characters that showed up were in it. Like the mother with the daughters. Where the fuck did they even come from? I don't get it. All the characters were hateable.
Nez hasn't seen it, so
Okay.
spoil it.
Yeah. Enough said. The Reef Stalked.
Yeah, I honestly can't even remember a ton of that movie. I didn't think about it at all until you guys said something.
So bad.
And
so
now
bad.
I feel bad that I didn't put that on the top of my list somewhere. But my number 2, we already talked about, Uncharted. Super
Oh
disappointing.
no.
Yeah. With the
Wow.
talent that was in it, when they come out with
Yeah.
these big monster films and they
Sure.
are bland and blah, which is what this movie was, that's a problem.
Yeah. Unforgivable.
All right, Nez.
That Pray for the Devil or whatever you guys already mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. My number 2, you can go back on the Action Returns and listen to me and Nez talk about this one, and it's only entitled because it doesn't really have to do with the movie. It's
Okay.
Amityville Uprising.
Oh man.
Oh, come on. Is it fair to put that on a worst of list?
Yes,
Okay.
because
Anything.
it got a. This was released by Lionsgate.
Uprising. Okay.
They were selling it as an action movie.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
no,
you
they
did this to
should've-
yourself.
They should have known. They
It
should have
takes
known
place.
better.
It takes place next to Amityville. I don't know
Yeah.
if it necessarily takes place in Amityville.
Sure.
And it's like they don't really explain. It's like zombies or
Uprising.
some kind of virus that are making people into zombie-like people, and people are stuck in like a police station.
Right.
And the only thing that was decent about it is when that kid got eaten. When they spent that whole time trying to go rescue the kid, he was already dead.
Yeah, seems to be the way that works.
And he wasn't even a kid. He was clearly like a grown man playing
like a 40-year-old. Okay.
But I'd say go listen to our review instead of watching a movie.
Sounds like a lot more fun.
Amityville Uprising.
The trailer
All
sold
right.
me, but it was not good.
Yeah.
The trailer lured you in.
Yeah.
All right. Lance, what gets the
Worst-
number one spot?
Worst movie of the year? That's pretty easy. Let's just hope that this title is true. This was a little movie called Halloween Ends. This is the biggest piece of fucking garbage to hit the movie theater in a year. It wasn't a horrible year for movies. Even this one had a few redeeming moments, but just terrible plot, very few on-screen kills. See, that was the good thing about the second, even though the plot was horrible and they had that terrible evil dies tonight bullshit. There's 1,000 memes out there on and stuff like that. At least they showed a lot of gruesome kills. This one, they didn't even really get that much into that. And I don't know what the stupid B plot was with him trying to like turn this kid evil or whatever. And how is this little kid going to beat up, Michael Myers? And I don't know.
This was some strange plot decisions.
Yeah, this movie took a big shit on the Halloween franchise. So worst horror movie of the year, Halloween Ends.
Ouch.
Out of all the other shit you've seen, this is the worst one?
This is the worst. Absolute worst. Yes, sir.
Lance, I'm
Not even
looking it up.
close.
I should have bet you because you swore this movie was going to be on your list and you and me argued.
Yeah?
Choose or Die.
It didn't quite make it. It didn't even make the sound.
You told me that was a shoe-in, and I said, no, it's not.
You were right, Ryan. You got me. You got me. It was on. I mean, when I was writing these down, it was in there, but I ended up crossing it out because I only wanted to have 3 dishonorable mentions. So, Brian, you got me. You called it on that one. You called it.
All right, Phil.
All right. I can't even believe it wasn't on your list, Lance, but my number one is it's Morbin time. Morbius.
Morbius? Only because I didn't see it. To be fair. To be fair.
And honestly, the only reason I watched this movie is so that I could have something to put on my bottom 10 list.
I kind of was almost drawn into it too, but just ran out of time with all the Hallmark Christmas movies I had to see.
Yeah. Well, it definitely honored that bottom 10 list.
Yeah.
This movie was terrible.
All right, Nez.
Amityville Christmas Vacation. That was horrible. Shout out to that one hot chick. I can't remember her name, but oh man.
Oh, when you look her up on IMDb, she's like super hot.
She didn't look like that. I started following her on
let
Instagram.
Me look this up. Amityville Christmas Vacation, you said?
Yeah, you'll know when you see her who we're talking about.
She's hot.
She didn't look like that in the movie.
The movie was terrible, but I am interested in seeing the director's cat movies. I mean, that little fat cat that he had in it. At least it took place.
Autumn Ivy.
Yeah. Her.
Okay.
At least it took place next door to the Amityville house, but it was just. Oh man.
Yikes.
It was terrible. I mean, I saw a lot of shit this year, but this one was. But what you gotta expect it. It's Amityville. I mean, I liked Uprising more, but then it was garbage. But oh man, this one. It was Home Alone ripoff, Christmas Vacation ripoff. Amityville must just be a public.
I guess. Yeah.
Was it supposed to be good? I mean,
I don't think so.
they knew what they were doing.
Okay.
I think the main character's name was Wally Griswold or something like that.
Yeah. It was just, oh man, it was only like 45 minutes or something like that, but it was.
Okay, 45 minutes you'll never get back.
Yeah, and there's even an after credit scene. That's how.
Yikes.
I don't know what they were trying to do, but yeah, out of everything that we saw, oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw this one in there as well for a 2 for the worst. Did it come out this year?
Close enough, man. Just throw it in there. You're fine.
I want to say it did. Sharks of the Corn.
Oh, Stephen Kang.
Yeah.
Kang with a K-A-N-I-N-G.
Ouch.
Did it come out? Did it come out this year or last year?
I think it came out last year, but it got released this year.
Yeah.
It counts. It counts. It counts.
Christmas Vacation or Christmas Amityville Christmas Vacation was better than that one. That movie was terrible. It was.
I was gonna ask you how the sharks got in the corn, but I kind of don't care.
You don't.
I have no idea. They
just
just showed up one day, and the shark was just a little hand puppet, like hella close.
Stop it.
It was like this close. This is all you would see. It was. Oh, watch the trailer. It was garbage. I did like when the shark jumped out of the
Skip
corner
over the monster, and it's like Elmo.
and took out a helicopter. I thought that was cool, but it's. Man, but yeah, you know what? I'm putting that as number one.
Okay.
Sharks of the Corn. I mean, but Christmas, whatever.
And it's a tie. Sometimes we just end up with a tie. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, those two were garbage. I totally forgot about the shark one.
All right, my number one. Nez already brought it up. It's probably the worst thing that I when I seen it, I was like, this has to be number one, and it stayed there. And it was Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Reborn. Ugh. Okay.
You know what really pissed me off about this movie?
What's that?
All of it. They call it Jeepers Creepers.
Besides all of it, what specifically? There were scenes that looked like they couldn't go outside and film it.
Oh,
it was clearly green screen outside.
Ouch,
like you can't go stand in a field and film.
They did the Requiem.
That's bad.
Shot it inside.
Oh man.
I feel like I want to watch that Requiem movie now.
Yeah, I meant to. I really meant to get to it. I really
For
did.
as serious as they tried to act, like, oh my god, oh man.
But Jeepers Creepers, it was. They kind of changed the look of the creeper a little bit. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, it looked like him. Totally changed him.
I mean, I guess it's a reboot because they added all this shit to the mythology, and I was like, you didn't need to do none of that. Just he
was he having having to wear it? Was he having to wear an ankle bracelet or something and walk around and knock on all the neighbors' doors and report that he's sexual predators now living in their neighborhood, or what?
Well, that's the one good thing I can say about it is that guy has nothing to do with this movie, not at all.
He still got that check.
I think he doesn't own the rights anymore.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
That's what I heard. That's what I
don't
read.
know.
Because he created the whole thing, so I don't know. I just figured that's how he got paid. I don't know.
Well, he created another situation for himself. So, but yeah, Jeepers Creepers. I don't even think when the cop car pulled up, they were actually standing next to a cop car.
There's a picture of a cop car.
Yeah.
With a sock
So,
this one I might see. I might actually see this one in that Sharks of the Corn, just to see how bad they really are.
Dude, just watch the trailer. I mean, I guarantee you won't even get.
That's 15. All I'll need.
You won't even get 15. Maybe you won't even get 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
And I sat through the whole thing, and it was garbage.
That's one thing I could say. I didn't go see Jeepers Creepers Reborn in the theater. So
I did.
Rough stuff, huh?
All right. I guess we'll just segue right into our best of the year.
Yes.
Well,
honorable mentions first.
I gotta bounce out on this one. I'll give you guys a worst. If you guys want to know my number one, I can say it.
Yeah, of course.
The sadness.
Oh, nice. That's on my list.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was
AKA the sadness, AKA Crossed.
that was. I went and got some of those books. Man, dude, the sadness was awesome. But yeah, the grandson's got to go to bed, so I gotta get in there and help. But
all right, man.
Everyone that's listened to Action Returns, Stream Fiends, The Wrestling Returns, thank you all for listening to everything we've done this past year, as well as the shows that I do pop up on. The regular one, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to my brothers right here for letting me be a part of this, this family, this network. Oh, but yeah, it's fun, man. You guys really, oh fuck, you guys really helped me out a lot, especially Brian. He's done so much for our shows, East Society,
Oh, yeah,
Macnez, and
definitely.
everything else. I mean, but it's just amazing. We've got so many more listeners because of Brian and everything, and of course me bitching and complaining on here with you guys about this and that. But you guys helped me a lot, brothers. Man, it was an awesome year of good shows we've all done, and here's to 2023. It's gonna be an awesome year.
That's
Promise you, we're gonna come back on a regular basis with action and all that. But
It's
Right
coming.
on. Right
yeah,
on.
we are. But just everyone that's listening, be safe out there. We love you all. Please pick up a T-shirt. Be a subscriber to everything, Patreon, all that. Lance, Brian, Phil, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I can't wait
Love
to
you too,
be
man.
in your guys' presence
dude.
when we go to Texas Frightmare. So until then, everyone, be
sir.
safe out there and party on.
Party on,
All
Garth.
right. That's Nez, man. At least he stuck around to bring us the shithole movies.
All right, I'm gonna
Gotta
run
love
through
him for
my.
that.
I'm gonna run through my because I got a lot of honorable mentions. I'm not gonna
Oh,
go
yes,
into them. I'm
okay.
just gonna
Let's
name
do
them. Speak No Evil,
Yep.
Hellraiser,
Okay.
Deadstream,
Yep.
Yes.
Orphan First Kill. I will say
Okay.
was way better than it deserved to be.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Bones and All for what it was, but not good enough to make my list.
Okay.
Fresh,
Yep.
and then some non-horror movies was I enjoyed The Batman. I enjoyed
Okay.
Black Panther, even though it was way too fucking long. Bullet Train was probably one of the funnest movies I've seen all year.
Yeah.
Nice.
And last one I just put on the list this morning because I totally forgot about it, and I was looking through my letterbox that come follow me on letterbox if you want to see the movies I watch. Was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that one.
I
Nick
almost
Cage.
forgot about that one.
Okay. Okay.
And it almost made my list, but I think I already had my list set in my mind, but it could have easily been in my top 10 was The Menu.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one.
So those are my honorable.
All right. Well, I'll
All
run
right.
through my honorable mentions real quick. I've got The Menu on there as well.
Okay.
This was hard. There was a lot of good movies this year,
It
and
was
I'm
a
still
tough,
sort of
yeah.
debating where to put things. Crimes of the Future,
That's a good one.
Hellraiser is honorable mention for me. Prey, that was a good one. Pearl and X, I sort of throw into the same category, but they definitely get an honorable mention. They almost made the list. And The Northman.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I actually watched that for a third time, and to me, it's one of those movies. It gets better.
Yeah.
No kidding. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I
we
watched
gotta-
it again just to give it another shot. I like
Yeah, and Phil, like, look up like some like YouTube videos on like the mythology from the movie. It helps understand what was going on a lot better too.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that spacey thing they got going. It's a good
Yeah.
movie. All right. Lance, you got any honorable mentions?
I've got several. You guys have both said it. The Menu didn't quite make the list. Studio 666, really fun movie.
That was a fun one.
So
Jenna
close.
Ortega.
So close. Yeah, and speaking of Jenna Ortega, another movie that was number 10 until it got kicked out today, actually, was Scream 5. It was number 10. It was locked in, and I saw a movie today that knocked it out. So you never know. The Cursed, I thought that was a pretty good werewolf movie. Speak No Evil, Brian, I think you mentioned that one. Run, Sweetheart, Run got on my honorable mentions.
I forgot about that one. That's a good one too.
Yep, and also Bodies. I liked what they did with it, and how they revealed the killer.
Yeah, I thought about putting that on my list. I did watch that today because I wanted to get it in before we did our list, and it didn't make it on any of my
Didn't
lists.
quite
Yeah.
make the cut.
Not to spoil it, but what a way to fucking die.
Yeah,
oh shit, it's hilarious. That was fucking hilarious.
that was kind of great at the end.
All right. I guess we'll stick with the same rotation. Lance, give us your number 10.
Oh, okay. Well, number 10 then is going to be a movie called Don't Worry, Darling that we saw. I thought that the build-up was great. The acting was really good. I think that despite all the, I guess, off-screen shenanigans, they managed to pull off a pretty good movie. I loved the way that the ending was really reminiscent of, the Twilight Zone or shoot, help me out here. The Charlie, what's his name movie? The British series that uses technology as the twist.
Black Phone?
Oh,
Or
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Yeah, I thought the ending was very Black Mirror, which I liked, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was leading up to, and that's always good when a movie can do that. So number 10 is was Scream 5, but got knocked off. But Don't Worry, Darling will now be number 10, so it kind of barely hangs on to the top 10.
Yeah, that movie was so messy with the filming. There's stuff still coming out about this.
Is there?
Yeah, I guess the whole why
Well,
Shia
probably won't get a
LaBeouf
sequel.
got replaced on the movie.
I heard about that.
Yeah, he claims he quit, but then I guess
Right.
Olivia Wilde had to be messy and like she posted like the screenshots of like text messages, and I guess
man.
he was fired because he was being
Yikes.
he's being very shy on the movie set.
That guy's fucking wild, man.
Yeah, he is. He's something else.
All right. My number 10 is going to be a movie I just watched yesterday. Studio 666.
Nice.
It was great, dude. The Foo Fighters. Who would have thought
Yep.
Dave Grohl was a pretty good actor? And
Mhm.
it was
just
just
a fun movie.
yeah, it was just a really fun movie. Like I'll definitely watch this one again. Like if I collected DVDs, I'd totally get this one.
Yeah.
All right, my number 10, Lance, couldn't disagree with you more. The Black
Okay.
Phone.
Okay. Well, at least it's only number 10. It could be.
Yeah,
worse.
it was it almost wasn't on my list. I will say I don't know if this says anything about maybe how much I liked the movie or not, but I kind of
Okay.
forgot about it.
Right.
It made my list, and then I was kind of double checking some stuff to see if I missed anything, and I was like, oh shit, the Black Phone.
Oh boy.
Well, that was a January one too, wasn't it?
I think it was
Yeah, it's early summer, right?
Oh, was it?
I
Oh, okay.
think so. I could be
so
wrong.
it came down to the Black Phone or the Menu, and I went
Right.
with Black Phone because
Okay.
I really liked Ethan Hawke's portrayal. You are right, Lance. We didn't get a whole lot of him as the grabber, but I thought he was just kind of creepy, and the whole way he just kind of came off as two different people, and so
Yeah.
barely made it in there.
I can see why people like it. That's why it was only my number 10. It could have easily, any other year, it wouldn't have been on that bottom list at all.
And it kind of reminds me of Scott Derrickson's previous film, Sinister.
Okay.
Except this
Yeah.
one, the ghost kids are not trying to kill you; they're trying to help you.
Right. Right.
So that's my number 10.
Okay. So number 9 now.
Yep.
This is I always have a little indie movie that made it on my list, and this year it's Deadstream, which is one that I saw this week, and I was told to check it out, and I'm glad I did, and it made it. It's so Evil Dead, man. The creatures that are in it. When I first started watching the first 10 minutes, I thought, I am gonna fucking hate this. This guy is so irritating. What a loser. And then as the movie went on, I was like, this is actually really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Really great movie.
It's a lot of fun. Comedic timing
lot
is
of
fucking
fun.
fantastic.
Yeah. I really loved it. Deadstream number 9.
All right, Phil.
All right. My number 9 is going to be Top Gun Maverick.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
just a
Danger
real
Zone.
good, solid movie, man. It was a good one. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
like I said, best picture caliber, but
Uh-huh.
it was a fun movie, and something we needed. I think
Yeah. Well said.
better than I expected it to be.
All right, my number 9 is Prey. The
Yeah, good
Predator
one.
prequel.
Good one.
Was very leery about it, about them doing another Predator movie, and then when they said it was going straight to Hulu, I was like, oh man, this
Oh boy.
could not be good. But I was blown away, and then I can't remember her name in the movie, but the actress Amber Midthunder,
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was fucking great as the main
Yeah.
character. She was badass.
Yeah, pretty tough.
The guy that played her brother, he was badass too. He's gonna be at Texas Frightmare.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I thought the whole 300 I think it was 300 years before the original movie.
Okay.
I just liked how we got the Predator basically not as evolved as the one in the Arnold movie, a little bit more primitive
Yeah.
in his weapons.
Makes
and
sense.
I just liked how they took it to that, even with the Predator like killing certain animals, because he's kind of working his way up, seeing what is a true fight. He's going up against the snake, the wolf, the bear, just kind of working his way up. And
Yeah, Predator fights the bear is a pretty cool scene.
yeah, and I love that reveal of when he's picking the bear up and he slices it open and that blood comes down and it kind of just reveals him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thought that
that's
was a
cool.
great scene. So
Good
Yeah.
special effects. Yeah.
yeah, number 9 is Prey.
It's a good one. Oh shit. Okay, we're on to number 8.
Yep.
This is the one that I saw today that knocked Scream 5 out. This was so much fun, man. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery
Okay.
with Benoit Blanc is back, and the stuff like this is a really awesome movie. It's a great ensemble cast. I don't know if I like it as much as I like the cast that was in the first one, but this is one of those that'll get multiple viewings. Like I've seen the first Knives Out many times. And it's kind of ironic that it knocked out Scream 5, because Scream 5 had that whole little meta conversation in there about, oh, you talking about the guy that did the new Star Wars movie? Yeah, we all hate him now. So kind of ironic there, but it was Ryan Johnson did it again for me. I really enjoyed this movie. Lots of fun. I don't want to give a single thing away because it's only been out about a week on Netflix.
And I want to say I'm really starting to like Janelle Monáe as an actress.
Yeah, she's good.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She is fantastic. Yeah.
And perfect role for Edward Norton.
Yeah, they Edward Norton.
Yeah.
All the way.
He just had to play himself.
Oh yes, that's what I think. I think they were definitely making fun of that reputation he's got.
All right, number 8.
Number 8. That's me, right?
Yep.
Let's do. These next 3 are hard for me to put in order, but Violent
Okay.
Night.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good
That's a
one.
good one.
Such a great fucking movie, man. I had a lot of fun with
Mhm.
this one. It was way better than I expected it to be. Like, as far as Christmas movies in general, I think this is going to get
Sure.
a watch every year.
It's up there with Elf, right? Or could
Yeah,
be.
I think so.
Understandable. Okay.
Yep. My wife's still
Uh,
mad at that.
What's that?
So my wife's still mad at that one because we took the whole
At Elf?
family. No, Violent Night.
Oh, I took
And I
a
told
five.
her, I was like, it doesn't matter how you kind of argue it. The movie's a
Mhm.
Christmas family movie. So
Yeah, it is. I took a 5-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 13-year-old, and they all fucking loved it. They've heard F-bombs before, shit, plenty of times.
that's not what was bothering her.
With the violence.
Yeah. But
That's the best part.
yeah,
Yeah, if they know it's fake.
because the end, the chimney scene at the end,
That was
Sure,
fantastic.
Sure.
that happened. She just turned her head and looked at me. It was like, really?
That was the moment I was like, Yes, because I was like, how are they gonna end this thing? Oh, like that. Awesome.
That's how they did it.
Satisfactory.
All right, my number 8. I'm gonna have to give it to friend of the show, David Howard Thornton. Terrifier 2.
Okay, good one. Good one. Little too long for my taste. But
yeah, I will agree. There
great
could
kills.
have shaved some time off of it, but I think it added to the mythos of Art the Clown. Great kills, great practical effects. I love that. Is it Damien Leone? That's the director? I love that he's the one doing the effects. He's not just directing; he's also doing the effects too. So, thought the main final girl was badass. She looked good in her. I don't even know what kind of costume she had with the wings. She just looked badass, and
she wasn't selling me as a high schooler. I'll tell you that.
No, and great addition to the little creepy girl, the little creepy.
Oh yes,
yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to the third one. I guess they're gonna go more dark.
How can they go more dark?
He said.
What?
I don't remember.
Do a snuff film or what?
I don't remember the original shorts that Art the Clown was in.
Okay.
Because I think that someone said they're gonna go with that tone.
Huh. I'll have to go back and watch that.
I guess they were a little bit more darker in tone and stuff like that. So
I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, check it out.
From what I understand, that wasn't David Howard Thornton. He was not the original Art the Clown.
I gotcha.
So, but yeah, Terrifier 2.
All right, it's a good pick. Number 7. I surprised everybody when I said that this director's son was doing a better job than him, but he captured my heart again with Crimes of the Future, because there's a lot of stuff very, very right about this movie, and very old school Cronenberg. I'd say I think I said it's my favorite David Cronenberg movie since The Fly. Just really love this one. I think there were a lot of things going on. I think Viggo Mortensen played the part perfectly. The way everybody's like, they can't feel pain in the future, but everybody's kind of like, sick all the time with the coughing, and then the things that it was doing to his body to do that performance. What did they call it? Performance surgery or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Man, it was a very haunting movie. I really enjoyed it. Crimes of the Future.
Nice.
All right. My number 7 is going to be another Hulu movie, Fresh.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, with the Winter Soldier in it. I think I felt like it had a really cool tone to it. It was kind of different, and not
what you were expecting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it a whole lot more than I thought I was going to.
That's a good pick.
Still want to see what she looks like with no ass, though.
Yeah,
very
I'd
curious.
rather not.
She already had no ass.
Oh yeah.
All right, my number 7, Phil. I did cheat. I had to combine movies, and that's X and Pearl, because I feel like they go good together.
It's on a lot of lists already.
And if Maxine would have came out this year, and I ended up liking it, I might have to have 3 movies into one slot. But
yeah. Would have been a triple X.
It was on my list at one point, and I had them both on the same one.
X was more of a slasher movie.
Yeah.
And Pearl was more of a character study of the character Pearl. And I think the main thing out of both movies that was the standout was Mia Goth, her performance. And I'm really looking forward to see where they take the third one, Maxine, because it takes place after X in the 80s. So really interested to see where they take this story. And I never was a real big Ty West guy, but just he's really won me over with these 2 movies. So
yeah, pumping them out.
Number 7, X and Pearl.
All right, not bad. Number 6, I'll go with the one that was Nez's number 1, The Sadness. I think it's loosely based on the comic book series Crossed, or it seems to be. It's like where everybody gets this virus that makes them go like insane. It's like you lose all of your inhibitions, not only your sexual inhibitions, but like there was literally a skull fucking scene in it. I'll put it that way. So, and then the one scene, the
It's
one
on
scene.
Shudder, I think.
Okay.
The one scene where the guy thought he was saving a guy from being hurt and tortured, and then realized that the guy was like into it. that was a hilarious.
Oh
scene.
yeah, with the group, they were. You ever see like them prank videos, Phil, where they're carrying a guy and they're like ramming his nuts into like a pole or something?
Like Jackass, yeah.
Yeah, he comes to save this guy. He chases out the infected people, and then he like grabs his shoulder to like roll him over. And the guy's, I think he says something like, "Why'd you stop them? I was almost there" or something.
Oh
I
wow.
was about to come.
Because the guy was infected too. Because not only do you want to inflict pain,
Right.
but you want to receive it as well.
That's weird, man. I'll
It's
have to
a
check this
fucked up
movie out.
dude. I can't
Yeah,
believe you didn't see it.
do not have the kids.
Yeah. I
Oh
figured.
yeah, not for the kiddies.
It's
Okay.
very explicit.
Not
in
a
many-
family Christmas movie at all.
Yeah. All right, Phil.
Oh, that's me. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
There you go. Okay.
One that I almost forgot to put on the list, but it was pretty great.
Nice.
Nick Cage.
My number 6, Scream 5. I just
Nice.
I like what they did with it. I like the cast. I like the references, the callbacks. And this was one of the movies, like when my daughter is older, we kind of will always have the Scream movies because she kind of reverse engineered the Scream franchise. Like I took her to see this, and I knew it was a mistake, but she wanted to go watch it because she wasn't going to get all the references. And then when she did, she came home and she just like 1, 2, 3, and 4, just boom, 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 boom. She even watched the TV series.
Oh, nice. Okay. I've heard good things about the TV series.
Skip season 3.
Okay.
But I thought they did a great job. Radio Silence, the directing team that did Ready or Not. I thought they did a great job, and I'm really looking forward to the new one. And them kind of have a new setting in New York. I think is a great choice.
Same direction team then.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
And it's rumor is they're upping the gore and violence on this one.
Okay.
Cool.
Why not? Right.
Yep. There's leaked pictures of Ghostface carrying a shotgun.
Oh my God. Well,
Okay.
but that could be a false flag too, kind of like that Ghostface that was in the fake trailer for the Stab movie in this one,
I
flamethrower or whatever.
I think someone's getting the shotgun to the head.
Okay, we'll see.
Blood and guts.
All right. Number 5.
Oh man, we're already in the top 5. A movie that I went in expecting to hate. Brian, I was gonna hate watch this one because I thought it was gonna be so much like that other stupid movie where they would smile and then go crazy. But man, the soundtrack alone, the sound effects of this movie were really good. But the acting of Kevin Bacon's daughter just stole the show. The descent into madness was so. It definitely sold me. Yeah, Smile is my number 5. It was awesome movie. Seen it twice now, and it's one that I'll see several more times. It's Phil. Did you ever get to see it in a theater? Because it stayed in the theater for several months.
I did not see it in the theater, but I have watched it a couple of times. It's a pretty solid movie.
But you've seen it on at least with better sound.
Yeah.
Than the first copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Smile number 5.
Okay. My number 5 is gonna be Bullet Train.
Nice.
All right.
Fucking love this movie. I've already watched it 2 or 3 times at least.
Yeah, I so wanted to put it on my list.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch it again right now. It was a fucking badass
I might go
movie.
watch it after the show.
Yeah,
You haven't seen it?
No, I might go watch it next.
Oh, dude,
I'm trying to catch up with non-Hallmark movies, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Christmas
just
is finally over.
So many great people in this movie.
Yeah. It's like Pulp Fiction if it was a Guy Ritchie movie, but on a bullet train.
Yeah.
Okay. So does it kind of remind you of that one? Oh fuck, the one movie where they were on the train that the further to the front you got, the higher class people lived there.
No, they kind of just bounce around from car to car.
Okay.
There's the setting.
There's a thing that everybody's trying to get, that keeps kind of bouncing around. There's like little side stories.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Lots of characters.
It's hard to explain because I don't want to give anything away, but
Yeah. Well, I think I'll watch it. I'll watch it next, man, when we're done.
Yeah. Very comic
Cool.
booky. It's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. The twins.
The twins. They made the movie. I don't
All
know.
right.
Actually, twins.
Everybody knows they're twins.
The Double Mint twins.
Better. Well, no. Now I'm thinking about the Doberman twins now. Number 5 for me. Is that what we're on? Number 5?
Yeah.
Nope.
Hope. Good movie.
This was really
Okay. No, gotcha.
this was really hard for me to kind of not have it in my top 3. There was one movie that I recently watched, and I will get to it, that bumped it out.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, Lance. Fucking Keke Palmer. Just
Oh no.
she keeps it
dragging
out.
this down for you.
It was 4,
Damn it.
and then I rewatched it, and then she started fucking doing her
Oh,
Keke Palmer
Brian,
thing, and I
you're
was like,
killing me.
okay, we're moving it down to 5.
Ay.
She's a little over the top, I guess.
Not fair. Not fair.
But I will say, I'll be honest. I think this is probably the best thing she's done, and
Okay.
and the reason I'm saying that is because I think it's more true to her actual person in real life, how she really is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a reason why I don't really care for her, but I think she kind of tapped into her real life, her true self, and kind of put that on screen. So I do appreciate that.
Got that personality.
Yeah.
That bubbly personality.
And it made sense for the movie because they were a perfect split of their father, who was played by Keith David, not David Keith. So
Yes. Right.
they were a perfect. If you had to take somebody and
Uh-huh.
split their personality into two, I thought it was portrayed really great with Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay. I can see that. Sure.
But there was just a couple things, little nitpicky things that just kind of kept it out the top 3. So that's my 5.
Fair enough, man. Five's up there for sure. Shit, we're going to number 4 now?
Yep.
4.
Okay, the one that I guarantee you will only be on my list, pretty much. It's going to be probably the most beautifully filmed, gorgeous looking movie of the year for my money, and that's Men. I doubt it'll be on either of your lists. There's
Did
a
you
lot
just
of.
say men is gorgeous?
That is exactly what I said. Timestamp that. Men is a gorgeously shot film. That one scene where it's like focuses on the carcass and then goes into the eye, and then it's just lots of great tricks on this. I love the sound design. The soundtrack was good, but when, for example, the scene where she was yelling down she went underneath the road and was yelling through the tunnel, and it was echoing back at her. That was beautiful. The scene where the naked dude followed her home and was like creeping outside her window, and she was on the phone, so she didn't see him, but then the person on the phone with her saw the guy, and what is that? Who is that?
I really need to. I bought it on Blu-ray. I really need to rewatch it again because there's just a lot of stuff that I think it needs multiple rewatchings.
Oh, it's very deep, man.
Just
it's
like the
very
whole
deep.
aspect of why everybody looks like Roy Kinnear.
Yeah.
That was a weird fucking thing, huh?
Yeah,
It was a weird choice, wasn't it?
I was talking to somebody, and they were basically like, "Are all men the same, or is that just how she sees it? That all men are the same?" So it's kind of like
Haven't
different
just
ways
come
you
out
can
of
take.
a traumatic experience like that.
Different. It's a movie where it's one of those movies where everybody can come out with different opinions about the movie on what it really meant.
Sure.
Fucking weird is what it was.
Yeah.
It was very fucking weird. And that's what I loved about it, man. I loved all those special effects toward the end there.
Oh,
the birthing and the rebirthing and the rebirthing and the rebirthing scene. It was just
that was
when
I was
so
like,
fucked
I was
up.
like, what
Weird.
the fuck am I
Oh,
watching?
Yeah.
absolutely.
I was like, stop stop rebirthing.
Right.
This
You got to be in a certain mindset. Okay, number 4 for me is, man, I loved it. I thought her acting was phenomenal, and
Yeah,
so
she was great.
Veneers. Yeah.
All right. My number 4 has already been mentioned, but Deadstream. I really fucking enjoyed this
yeah.
movie. I just
Wasn't
came
that
across
fun?
it
Wasn't it
completely on
fun?
accident, and I've already watched it 3 or 4 times and shown a couple other people. It's a great movie, man. The comedy
really
is
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like the special effects, even when they're like there's a couple of times where the special effects are bad,
Mhm.
and like there's a scene
Yeah.
where that monster's like falling on top of him, and it's
I
like
know.
you can tell it's like a rubber, but it's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
but they
It's
worked
so
with
great.
the budget they had, you know?
Yeah.
And now that we're on YouTube, like I get a lot of the jokes and references.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's like, I'm not trying to cuss, so from now on.
He said, shoot. Don't count that one.
Stripe.
That's a good
Yeah.
one, and
Anyway,
we'll be talking about that one on the show here, in a month or so from now.
All right.
Cool.
All right, my number 4, Lance, you already brought it up, was Smile.
Yeah, great
Wow.
This
movie.
was everything that Truth or Dare should have been.
That's the
Yeah.
movie I was trying to think of. Yeah,
Yeah, Truth or Dare was bad.
really bad.
Another one that I took my daughter to see, and we both kind of noticed the same thing. It was like little sounds that were in the background that were playing, and they were
Mhm.
kind of really affecting your senses. You know, kind of giving you like a creepy vibe to the movie, and just kind of adding to the atmosphere. And I thought it was great. I thought Sosie Bacon was great.
Mhm.
I no disrespect, but I didn't even know who she was. Or that
I
Kevin
didn't
Bacon
either
had a
the whole
daughter
time
act.
until you guys mentioned it later.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought she was great. I thought some of the effects were cool, and yeah, that lady's creepy at the end. Kind of almost reminded me of another movie.
Mama?
But, no, well, I'll bring it up
Okay.
later.
All right.
Smile, number 4.
All right. Okay, so on to number 3, I've got Barbarian. A movie in 3 different acts. So it's almost like 3 different movies. Yet again, showing that a great comedy director and comedy actor and creator can do damn good horror. Not going to say too much about Barbarian, because if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything. But
Yeah, that's true.
it's made it to number 3 for me.
Nice.
Okay. My number 3 is Nope. It's a great fucking movie, man. Aliens and
Cowboys.
yeah, and fucking
Yeah.
what was it? Peele? Jordan Peele?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it, dude. He did
Yep.
it again. This. I don't know if it's better than Get Out, but it's pretty close for me.
Good.
And his next one's going to be based on a football team or something like that.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work out. Like a zombie football team or something?
I
I
hope
don't
they
know.
I hope they all have names like that football sketch that they did on Key and Peele, where they're
You know there'll be an Easter egg with a couple of the names or something. It'll be like
Gotta be.
somebody will notice like somebody's jersey, and it'll be like one of those names or something.
Gringleberry McDoozle Snot from Ohio State.
All right, number 3 for me is a movie I Don't Kill Me. I just saw it a couple days ago, and it's been out like most of the year. Everybody in the world has seen it,
Okay.
but I kind of waited. I don't know why.
It happens.
And it's Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I thought this was because I waited, it was going to get the too hyped up kind of reaction from me, but I fucking love this movie. I think Michelle Yeoh is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give her flowers now. She is something special in almost everything she does. She's a badass. She's gorgeous. I'd never heard of the director before, but just the way he shot this movie and the transitions from different universes, like when something was happening to her version in this universe to that version, like it was seamless how it cut.
Yeah, kind of
Hot
like
dog
give
fingers.
us more. Give us more
Yeah.
of that, right?
Hot dog fingers and the
Yeah.
hot dog fingers in the mouth was weird.
This whole fucking movie was
More of
weird.
the-
It was so different than anything I've ever watched.
No kidding.
And-
More of this and less of Into the Spider-Verse, please.
Yeah, and I probably should have looked her up, but I thought the actress that played the daughter was great too.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, they were all
Everybody's
good.
in this.
Short Round
and,
was good.
You know, he was, and I didn't know he's been in the business like this whole time. I guess
Has
he's a fight choreographer.
No kidding. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
so he's never left it. He just kind of wasn't in front of the camera anymore.
interesting.
Seeing him in this, I think he needs to be on camera a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I thought he, just the whole everybody playing different versions of themselves. I thought everybody played. Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, she was phenomenal.
she was great in it, and she was also sticking hot dog fingers in her mouth and playing
Yeah.
piano with her toes. So
It's
This
fucking
movie
weird,
was-
man.
this movie was weird in all the best ways possible, and I loved it. It's my number 3.
Number 3. All right, no need to say anything about my number 2 then, because it's Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All
Philip?
right. Well, my number 2 is already been mentioned, Barbarian.
Ah, nice.
Great movie, good surprise, and yeah, like I've heard people talk about it and they'll give it away real quick, even while they're trying to
Yeah,
not do
Try
spoilers.
not to.
It's very hard to.
But
Mhm.
yeah, like I watched it without knowing anything about it
Anything.
except the
Same
trailer.
here.
You know, I thought it was just, creepy Airbnb that this guy was at and the lady shows up. And that's really all you need to know going into the
Mhm.
movie.
That's
Because
all
the
you
rest
need
of
to
it
know.
just gets awesome and crazy from there.
All right.
And Richard Brake is in it. He's great.
Oh yeah.
My number 2 is a sequel to a sequel that I didn't think we even needed, but when we got it, excuse me, I was extremely happy with what we got, and that's Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought just Tom Cruise, like when he puts his mind into the little details, just so the movie's right, even if that means he's gonna have to partially fly the fucking jet himself, I just appreciate everything he does. Even checking out this video they just released on the next Mission Impossible movie, and he's like actually driving a motorcycle off a cliff with a parachute on.
Not surprised.
That's awesome.
Because
At 60 years old.
Because if somebody else does it, it's not going to look real. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that he goes to these lengths for these movies. I like the storyline with Miles Teller being Goose's son, and they're
Mm-hmm.
kind of back and forth, and it's not just what happened to his father. It's another part of aspect of the story that I won't give away. I like that they kind of do that in there. And Bill Pullman's son as Bob. The guy has his call sign is
right.
Bob. I mean,
Mhm.
come on now.
That's true.
And,
I forgot about him.
Great action. I just really was not looking forward to Top Gun, and it just kept getting delayed, and I was just like, there probably is a reason it's getting delayed, and it just
Yeah.
exceeded all my expectations.
Yeah,
Good-
I was
good
expecting it
movie.
to suck a lot.
It didn't
It
suck.
did not.
All right, number 1, Lance.
Number 1 for me. This is a director that's almost made my number 1 a couple of different times, and like this movie so much that I actually purchased the 3-pack of his films that he's done so far on Apple, so that I've got them in really good quality with all the extras and everything. For my money, this is a masterclass in filmmaking. This is taking and this was an absolute masterclass in creating a screener that sends you in different directions than where the movie really goes. But you guys know I'm talking about Nope.
I thought you were talking about the monsters.
Nope, I'm talking about Nope. Not of Planet Earth. So Jordan Peele, whatever you're going to do with the football movie, I've got total faith in you, man. This was a great movie. And this is one of those that Everything Everywhere All at Once was so good I didn't think anything would pass it.
Mhm.
First time I saw this one, it didn't. But the second time I saw this one and noticed a lot of the little nuances in the way the backstory with Glenn tied into this, and everything just kind of ties together. It's very well written, very well filmed, and very well acted. Kiki included, by the way, Brian. So, Brian, did you see Alice, the other movie that she was in this year?
It's on the docket.
Yeah,
I've also heard I've heard a lot of good things about that too.
Yeah, you can tell me what you think about that one, but that one had me in tears.
I will give myself movie homework and I'll talk about it next week.
And then what was my movie homework again? You had given me something to watch. I'm trying to
Bullet Train for sure.
Yeah,
well, Bullet Train, but Brian told me to check something out that we'll think of it. Maybe I put a
fucking shark movie. I kind of want to watch it now.
Well, I think I actually put Mr. Harrigan's Phone.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So number one for me this year, Jordan Peele. You finally got it. It's No.
All right. Well, my number one is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice.
It's long, but it's so different than anything else you've ever watched. It just is a unique piece of movie history, I think, and we're gonna remember this one for a long time to come.
The bagel.
Yeah.
The everything bagel.
And it sounds like a goofy name, but it makes sense after you
Makes
watch
perfect
the goofy
sense.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best multiverse movie that came out this year, Brian.
Yeah, I won't argue with you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, my number one, it was already brought up, and that was Barbarian.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
Nice.
movie,
We all had
It-
different number ones.
It hits number one for me because this just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Even when we reviewed the trailer, I still didn't even know really what to expect of the movie. I didn't know who was in the movie because I guess depending on which trailer you got, kind of had a different actor in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I only seen the one trailer with Pennywise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name right now.
That's the
Skarsgård.
one that.
Skarsgård, yeah. And I thought there was a lot of great misdirects in the movie because was this person involved? Was this person, And I loved you brought it up, Lance. It basically was in 3 different acts, and I liked how it all came together at the end.
Yep.
And the mutant creature thing and milk just kind of.
You'll never look at a milk bottle the same way again.
But sometimes like I'm cooking and I need to grab some milk and I'm just like, damn, Barbarian.
Yeah. Once that part, that whole storyline started, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
But I thought it was beautifully shot, acted. Yeah. I'm really spacing on people's names, but I thought the final girl in it, I thought she was great. And another comedic writer / actor. Because I looked him up to see if I seen him anything, and he was in this movie called Miss March. It was a kind of one of those sex raunchy comedies.
It sounds familiar.
Where I guess he used to date a girl, and they kind of lose touch, and then when he I think this is the movie, and when he kind of runs into her again, she's like Miss March and Playboy.
Oh my God!
And
I've heard of this one.
The main guy in that movie is
the
guy that wrote and directed Barbarian.
No shit. See, that I didn't know. I knew about the Whitest Kids You Know skit show that he did, but I didn't know about that.
Sasquatch. Uh-oh. I have to watch that.
Sasquatch.
Sass. Barbarian gets the number one spot because it was just something I did not expect, and I've seen it more than once, and I think it's a fantastic film. Great year in horror because
really,
it was tough to make a top list, but it was also tough to make a bottom list because there was a lot of movies that I felt like any other year they wouldn't even made my list because they weren't that bad. They were just a little disappointing.
Right.
So great year for movies, I'd say.
All right. Take it. Brian, you gonna take us out, man?
Yeah. I don't know what to do, Lance.
Well, you can thank everybody for listening.
Thank you for everybody for listening. Technically, this is our final show for 2022. 2022. Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
We're heading into the new year. I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for kind of sticking with us for all these years. Everybody that subscribes and donates to us on Patreon and follows us on social media, listens to our other shows. I just, it really, really means a lot to us, that you've stuck with us for all these years. And just here's to looking to another great year of doing the show.
Yeah. And Texas Frightmare.
Texas Frightmare.
Appreciate it.
And next week, we'll be joined by, I guess, no longer friend of the show. He's pretty much a part of the show, Pedro Nunez.
I would say so. Yeah.
He's
At
gonna
this
do
point, I
his-
would say so.
Brother of the show.
He's going to do his annual list for us and probably have a bone to pick or two with you, Lance, about something.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
And we'll also be reviewing the brand new Megan.
Megan the Stallion? Houston-born Megan the Stallion?
I review her many times, so
Okay.
it's nothing new to me. Nothing new to me. The new Blumhouse Killer Doll movie Megan, along with Dead Silence. See,
Okay.
kind of
Ventriloquist dummy.
yeah, kind of connected the dots. James Wan.
Sure.
James Wan has his hand in both movies, so
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
which Megan, unfortunately, Phil, is produced by James Wan.
I figured as much.
Yeah, Philip produced.
Yeah.
So, like I said, thank you so much for a great year of shows. But until next time, Lance.
Good night. All right, I gotta go check out Bullet Train.
All right,
Awesome.
AJ will like it.